Girl, you were scandalous and I loved it.
Your show is the best show on the air.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
What you're here are about to witness the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house. Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this queen. From west to east. Just better get it right. Y'all know the name. Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate the crack.
Ain't nobody.
It is phenomenal. Like the queen. Right here.
Who the world is this? So much drama.
From yo block to yo block. I heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this? So much this.
Again and again. Wendy Williams, bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it the win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you. The winner of the Game of the Year award.
Once again.
Introducing the queen.
Oh boy. And what a show we have planned for you today. I'm so glad you're here. Hi. So we've got part 2 of Kanye West. You know, I taped it on Friday behind the scenes when he was here, so I'll play the rest of that for you. That's in the last hour of the show. I'll play that. Ray J, Brandy's brother, is coming in during the Hour of Truth today. During Advice Hour, I have the survey results from the question, does sex get better with age? Also, we'll talk a bit about breast cancer. I have some survey results for you. And, of course, during Advice Hour, I'll take your questions and snafus regarding things going on in your life. Also, of course, we talk about the celebrities. Brenda Ritchie, Matt LeBlanc, Keisha Knight Pulliam, and The Fight. DMX is in more trouble. Kate Moss. I'll tell you about a rapper who got his face cut up and teeth knocked out in jail. And we'll talk about Lauryn Hill. So, as you can see, it's a ball full of excitement. This is where it all goes down, and it is what it is. Welcome, everybody, to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Ha! Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. I thought that Desperate Housewives last night was fantastic. Fortunately, I was able to watch it because the Sybil Shepherd movie, they fell back. They changed time slots last night with that other show, and I was up until midnight watching that movie. I don't know why. On a scale of 1 to 10, I gave it a 6. As a matter of fact, maybe a 4. The Sybil Shepherd, Martha Stewart movie. You know, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Desperate Housewives, that Alfred Woodard character. I don't like things that are that damn dark and macabre. And what the hell is going on in that basement? What was that black hand grabbing the food? Art, did you see it last night?
Yes.
That was like the most intriguing part of the whole show. And the way he treats his mother and that whole, you know, they're just so weird. And
here, you take the gun this time.
Yeah, what?
I was like...
Exactly. Anyway, Roll Bounce opened this weekend. Who went to see that? I understand Mike Epps has locked down a half-hour comedy deal with HBO. Hey, Capone, did you hear about that? Capone the Gangsta Comedy. He was up to something with HBO, too. I don't know what. But Mike Epps, who's in Roll Bounce and friend to the show, has supposedly it's a half hour. It's called The Unsuccessful Thug. It's about his life and his failed attempt to hustle back in his old neighborhood, where his boys said that he was too much of a clown to be a thug. His manager's name is Niles Kirshner, so I'm assuming that's one of the heirs to the Don Kirshner fortune. I don't know. It's a half-hour comedy series. I don't smell this going anywhere. Maybe. Does HB, maybe? I don't know. By the way, for those of you who did see on Wednesday night the 2-hour season premiere of America's Next Top Model, which I didn't see it because I'm over at the Comedy Club every Wednesday night, but it was the highest rated show on UPN in history among women 18 to 34 years old. The first half hour, they say beat out Martha Stewart's Apprentice. Well, that wasn't hard to do. From what I understand, nobody's watching that Martha Stewart Apprentice show. I mean, I don't know. Did you watch a lot of TV over the weekend? You know what I did? I went to T.I.'s party on Saturday night. DJ AM, Nicole Richie's boyfriend. Nicole, by the way, score one for the team. Paris Hilton's engagement is over. Aha! If you make it to the altar with him, then you'll have something Paris wants. A husband. You'll have something Paris wants. She was at the party, snapping her neck up in the DJ. You know what? It was like a balcony, and I think that it was Nicole Richie up there. It was alone, very, 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 very light skinned, but not white looking woman. And the thing about the party is that I didn't see T.I. or anybody else. I mean, you know what I saw? A bunch of people who love DJ AM downstairs. It was like a party before segregation. All the white people were downstairs and the black people were upstairs. And it was one of those clubs with a lot of stairs. So once you got upstairs, it was no fun to drink because you knew you had to come back down the steps. And it's one of those Happy Land social fire step situations. You know, like if the fire broke out, everybody would be rushing at the same place. I don't feel comfortable drinking at places like that. It was, some cool spot downtown with way too many damn steps. Artie, the steps were set up like this. You go up 15 steps, and then there's a landing. Okay. Then you go up another 15 steps, and then a landing. And then 3 sets of 15 steps.
So if you fell, it'd be a wrap.
That's it. And I had on the 4-inch shoes.
Oh.
It's like the Palmers in Philly. Too many damn steps. And it's the Happy Land. For those of you in New York, you remember the Happy Land social fire years ago. Kathleen Turner's husband owned that joint. They got the pantsuit off them. All those people died in the fire. Between the lack of doors and the steps and... I hate the clubs with the steps. First and foremost, because of the pushing, shoving. What if somebody, what if the beef is on here? Second of all, just the whole, how am I going to drink? I'm 10 flights up. Yeah. And get down the steps comfortably. When you get in the club, it's all good. Yeah. That's true. But we were at T.I.'s party maybe for about a half hour, maybe 20 minutes, a half hour.
Maybe you got there before T.I. got there.
Well, I don't know. Who's to say? I got there at 1:30 in the damn morning. Oh. Exactly. I mean, I had other socializing to do before that. A little dinner to eat and everything. Babysitter came on time. Babysitter, who I happened to have met earlier in the day at a home retail store. Oh. I walk into the store. Hey, Miss Wendy. Adrian, is that you? Yeah. I said, girl, you do hustle. One of our former interns, Adrian. I went into a particular store with my son in the middle of the afternoon on Saturday, driving around. It was a beautiful day. Walk in the store, and there's Adrian. She's hustling college while she's trying to make a few extra dollars. She's at the retail. I said, is babysitting beneath you? We're like always in the market, Yeah. And she has a car. And she lives in the area because she goes to school in the area, William Patterson. So, she said no. I said, you busy tonight?
Uh-oh.
I knew T.I. was having a party. I just didn't feel like going through the whole babysitter drama. We have 2 other babysitters, but they've both finished their internship here and they've both graduated from college. So I feel in my mind like maybe babysitting is beneath them. Jamie and also Kaisha.
Yeah.
Hey, you all. No, I just feel that babysitting might be beneath them. I don't know.
And the Muslim one, yeah.
Yeah.
The tall, skinny one.
Yeah. So this one, Adrian, she's still in school and all like that. She said, no, I still need money to buy my books. I said, would you like to make some quick money tonight? T.I. got a party.
Uh-oh.
You know? I mean, I wasn't planning on going out, but if you can be over here right after you check out tonight, then, come on by. As soon as she got in the house, she said, you got the Superhead book? I said, yup. You can put your feet on the couch, too.
There you go.
And he's asleep, so you just relax. Oh, it's an easy babysitting job.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't mind being there until like 5 in the morning.
Oh,
yeah. I think she had a good time. I had food and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Was there any left when you got back home?
Yeah, she's an eater too. Yeah, it was all good. Thank you, Adrian. Lauryn Hill was scheduled. She did the doo-wop song at the Music of Black Origin Awards in London. She replaced A. Marie.
What?
That's what the world has come to. A. Marie was these people's first choice. Ring. Hold on. A. Marie's phone rings. It's Oprah's people on the other end saying, we want you to come to the show and perform one thing. On the Oprah show.
Yes.
A. Marie told the people at the Music of Black Origin to, put that where back there.
Uh-oh.
I'm flying over to Chicago. She was in London. I'm flying to Chicago to perform for Oprah. Get somebody else.
Ooh.
Exactly. So they dug up Lauryn Hill. Now, Lauryn says that, a big part of her absence from the public eye is, well, here's her quote. My own insecurities have prevented me from really being more public. I saw this invitation as an opportunity to challenge myself. So she challenged herself not just by going out amongst us, John Q. Public, but she just in case she runs into Rohan Marley, her ex-husband's brother. Damian Marley was also on this bill to do Welcome to Jamrock.
Yes.
So Lauryn was like, I'm going to get over this and I'm going to go. No word on whether they ran into each other. Many people don't even realize that Rohan and Lauryn are no longer together. Hell, I didn't realize it until I found this story. I mean, I just figured she was, so used to taking it. Whatever it is. Extra babies, extra women, extra wives. You weren't married to him, so let's stop calling him ex-husband.
Easy.
Well, that's what it says right here. Ex-husband, Rohan Marley.
The typo on the journalist part.
Oh, okay. No. He was married when he met Lauryn. They didn't marry. She just pushed him out, way out. And stood by while her makeup person or cousin or whoever that was pushed one out, too. On her man's behalf.
Uh-oh.
Fugees have that new song out, though.
Yes.
Do you have that?
Let me see what happens.
I would love to, In addition, they have their CDs coming out in December. Shout out to Wyclef, shout out to Praz, and shout out to you too, Lauryn. It's very nice. We have so much to talk about today. I'm feeling like as much as I love that Ray J's coming in, as much as I love what's left over from Kanye West, I really feel like I want to address you guys. Are you secretly dating your boss? In other words, having sex with your boss? 98% of you said no, but 2 of you ho harlots said hails to the yes. Here's the new people poll question on the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. Have you ever been a victim of a hate crime? And we'll be back.
Wendy, man.
I've been with this guy for like 5 years, and I know you say don't cheat. I know, but I can't help it. I want to.
Do you have intention on getting married?
We're married.
Oh, my God!
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Right here on 107.5, baby, WBLS.
Today's R&B and Classic Soul, 24 minutes after 2 o'clock in the big city. Wendy Williams here. How you doing? So, I want to take a moment to talk with you about Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. You wonder where the name Benjamin comes from? Benjamin is one of the owners. Stephanie and Benjamin Cohen. That's right. Those are my people. I love the stuff at their store. I do. And I'm so glad that a place like this is in Secaucus, the original home of outlet shopping, the original home of discounts in this country is Secaucus, New Jersey. That's right. That's right. And Benjamin Rug and Home Imports is located right there in Secaucus, New Jersey, 20 Meadowlands Parkway. They have fabulous stuff. My order was placed. I'm expecting my stuff in before Thanksgiving. Well, actually, way before Thanksgiving. That was my date. You know what I mean? Before the family comes back to town. They actually said 4 weeks, so I got about another 2 weeks to wait. I can't wait. You know what they have? They offer you interior design service. So, as you pick out your furniture, you want to know if it fits. Maybe there's some extra tchotchkes that you need to pick up with it. Perhaps match the rug to the paint and the furniture styling to the style of your house and the chair. Do you want it in red leather or black leather? Yada yada yada. Do you want a 4-poster bed? Do you want a sleigh bed? Do you want a traditional bed? Do you want a new dining room table? Can you work with the same table that you have, but you just need a new break front? What are you doing for lighting? I gotta tell you something. These questions and more are all answered with my people at Benjamin Rug and Home Imports in Secaucus, New Jersey. Here, I'll give you the telephone number. They're a wholesale store that is now a retail. They were a wholesale store originally. Now they're a retail store, but they still have their wholesale prices. Isn't that fantastic? This is no Siemens, baby. It is no Hoffman. Nothing against, but this is a cut above with wholesale prices. You don't want pressed wood and lacquer over your furniture. Don't you want real furniture? Now that you've got yourself a real job and a real situation in life, hello. And don't forget about the wholesale prices. Wholesale prices are a must, especially in these day and times. And they have the Martha Stewart signature gallery. Oh, this is not the stuff from Cape. No. This is good stuff. And Stephanie Cohen is launching her own designs within the same store. Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. Fabulous stuff. I would not steer you wrong. 201-617-9000. I shop there myself. I wouldn't turn you on to anything but, a place with wholesale prices, because you know how I am. And great design. And I don't want to put any trash in your house. Please, you work too hard for that. And the rugs. Beautiful. Beautiful. The second floor is the classic gallery. The first floor is traditional contemporary. They've got it all for you. 201-617-9000. It's 20 Meadowlands Parkway. It's called Benjamin Rug and Home Imports in Secaucus, New Jersey. You can tell them Wendy sent you. This coming Friday, September 3rd, you can join WBLS for the Slave Hall of Fame CD release party. It's at The City. The City is located at 250 West 26th Street between 7th and 8th Avenue. For more information about the Slave Hall of Fame, this is the group Slave, isn't it?
Steve Arrington.
Yes. Well, don't say it like you know. How do you know this is not the Slave?
Oh, without Steve Arrington.
Ain't no good gonna come to you. The Slave.
That Slave.
Yeah.
Oh. Come on, that was the group. Please, my stuff, please.
Exactly. All right, we'll go to WBLS.com to find out more information, but I can tell you it's at the City this Friday night, and you're invited to be there as well. So I think we can continue on, and we'll come back with some music and more shenanigans. It's the Wendy Williams Experience till 7 on 107.5 WBLS.
Yo, did you catch this flashback? Wendy Williams and Mr. Marcus.
Were you actually Superhead's boyfriend at one time, or was that another lie that she told?
She's crazy.
Yeah, she said that you were her boyfriend. She denied participating. She said, silly Marcus, he was my boyfriend, and I didn't even realize we were being taped. That was a porn movie that you all were making.
Yeah.
Mr. Marcus's Neighborhood.
I don't know.
And she played the role of Honey.
Yeah, she did. She's good at what she does. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't think she likes actual sexual intercourse part. I think the oral thing.
She's good at that.
She's pretty good at that. She's really good at that, actually.
that's why they call her Superhead.
Got him. This is it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Alrighty, everybody. This just in. R&B crooner D'Angelo, who won America over with the 90s soul ballads, only to fade after bouts with the law and drugs, was critically injured in a car wreck outside of his hometown in Richmond, Virginia. D'Angelo, 31, born Michael Eugene Archer, was in his 2003 Hummer sports utility vehicle on September 19th when it crossed the roadway and struck a fence, ejecting the singer. That's according to State Patrol Sergeant Kevin Barrick. D'Angelo wasn't wearing his seatbelt restraint. D'Angelo was initially listed in critical condition, but that no further information is available. Officials at Virginia Commonwealth University Medical Center, where the Grammy Award-winning artist was flown after the wreck, said that his family had asked that his condition not be released. Another person, Lynn Sellers, was also injured in the wreck. Police wouldn't say which of the two had been driving. The incident occurred on Pawtuck County, a bedroom community west of the city. What does that mean?
Bedroom community?
What is that?
No idea.
All right. Archer lives in... No, I don't think so. This is party music.
Okay.
I mean, D'Angelo was... Well, yeah, okay.
Well, I'll just do the news thing.
D'Angelo lives just outside of Richmond. The cause of the accident is under investigation. Known for brown sugar, yada, 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 yada. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, D'Angelo, they say he's critical. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt, so he was ejected. Sometimes in an accident, it's better to be ejected than have to stay with a, 3-ton flamethrower.
Yeah.
But we don't know any more about that accident. I'll follow that story for you. Jermaine Dupri celebrated his 33rd birthday over the weekend. They say he threw himself a $150,000 birthday bash at a new place in Vegas called Tao. Everybody was there, including Lisa Ray and Gary Payton. Yes! Of course they were there. Trying to avoid being shot together. That wedding is not going to go down, just like the Paris Hilton wedding. Gary is beside himself. He just got picked up by the Miami Heat, but he's in the older times in his basketball career, right?
Yes.
This might be like his last contract.
Maybe like 3 more years left.
Yeah. What's he, like 37, 38, Gary
36,
Payton?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's going through a divorce. He's put up with he and Lisa Ray for 4 years now. He's going through a divorce, and he said, this marriage between you and the prince is not going down. You're not going to have me looking like a straight ass to my NBA players, people who I brought you around as my woman. Now I've sacrificed my marriage. I'm on my way to divorce court. And you think you're going to run off with the prince and be the Queen of Sheba? Not in this lifetime. Not see you at Jermaine Dupri's party.
You be there.
Nelly was there with Ashanti. Paris and Nikki Hilton were there. Tara Reid. Ugh, skanky girl. She's a skanky looking white girl. Ugh. I swear, she looks just like the girls I used to go to school with in Ocean Township. She looks so much like an Ocean Township girl. It's not even funny. When I see that show Paradise on E, I'm just like, damn. Flashbacks. Mariah Carey was there. Usher was there. Steve Stout. Hey, Steve. DeBrat. Janet was there, too. Oh. Janet was at the party. I saw a picture of her on the red carpet. Well, she's gained a few pounds. But that's still Janet.
Still Janet.
Love will never do. Questlove from The Roots did the music.
Oh.
Want to hear about the rapper whose teeth were knocked out and face was all slashed up, but booty hole is preserved in jail?
Yes.
Gucci Man.
Oh.
This just in. Gucci Man was assaulted behind bars by a convicted murderer on the same day that his record label, Big Cat Records, was being tossed about by the Atlanta SWAT team. Gucci Man suffered multiple injuries during an alleged fight in jail last Tuesday, including having his teeth knocked out and several lacerations across his face. The alleged attacker reportedly had a beef with Gucci Man, who was born Roderick Davis, and is currently housed in solitary confinement. Gucci Man's lawyer, Dennis Schwab, is attempting to have Gucci Man transferred to another prison while he awaits the start of his October 4th trial for aggravated assault. The Atlanta SWAT team raided Big Cat record offices last Tuesday after receiving an anonymous phone call that an armed individual was inside. After searching the premises, the cops came up with no one with a gun. It goes down.
Yes. Just like in the movies.
Yeah, it does. Dear Wendy, I don't know if you already addressed this, but can you let us know what went down on the red carpet of the VH1 Hip Hop Honors? I heard on a Baltimore radio station that your husband wilded out on you on camera while it was rolling.
Oh.
He told you to get your ish and come on. Please clarify for me because I refuse to believe that it went down. I love your show. Signed Ash, Boogie, and B More. And here's somebody saying, Wendy, according to the Frank and Wanda morning show on V103, those are my people. Hey, Frank. Hey, Wanda. Here in Atlanta this morning, something went down on the red carpet between you and your husband. What's the deal? Yeah. You know, my husband's my manager. And I was, doing work for my series of specials for VH1. And my husband, while I'm busy, talking to Big Daddy Kane and, the other people on the red carpet, making sure that my lips are properly glossed up. I'm thinking about everything except for the business at hand. That's what he's there for. He's a different kind of set of eyes and ears and whatnot. And, excuse me, business-wise, something happened that if I wasn't on the red carpet, I would not have tolerated. And so why should I start, I don't know. I learned to let it go a long time ago. I'll fight in front of anybody and just drop. You know what I mean? Like, I have no more decorum. I'll wait until the red carpet and then I'll address this issue. Nope. We're going to address it now. And so he saw something that I didn't see, and it wasn't going down. And so therefore, he said, get your ish and let's go. If he said it any nicer, I would have casually gotten out of conversation. You got to say it like you mean it. You know what I'm saying? So I understand without him having to convey to me exactly what it is. Had nothing to do with me and him. We are two the hard way. You know what I mean? But when your man barks, get your ish and let's go. That's right. And it had nothing to do with me. It had to do with, and then after we discussed it, I was like, damn, I should have dropped the mic with more authority. I should have slammed it down so it exploded. You know what I'm saying? I should have been flailing my arms and walling out myself. And he said, get your ish and let's go. I said, see ya, Kane. Gotta go.
Wendy, man.
My oldest brother, he told me he had a very good surprise. The surprise was that he turned himself into a woman.
The Wendy Williams experience. Everybody needs something.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on...
Get at me, bad girl.
What up, though? This is Common. How you doing?
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
What's the problem with your natural teeth?
They're not white, and I'm missing the front tooth.
Yeah. Oh, you're missing a front tooth.
Right, and he's going to put like a tooth behind one of them, so it's extra for that. But
in the meantime, you have your red carpet smile.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I can't wait.
Good for you. Congratulations. The teeth are the window to the soul.
Oh, yeah.
This thing right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Alrighty, everybody. It's Advice Hour here on the Wendy Williams Experience. And shout out to everyone in Philly. I understand Beanie Sigel was acquitted today. Yeah. A lot of story changing going on. People saying that they're scared of the whole Beanie faction and so on and so forth. So, that was the reasoning for story change. In the meantime, that does nothing in terms of if, you've been wronged, allegedly by Beanie, then, you still got to live in Philly and walk the streets. Even if Beanie goes to jail, his people are still loose. So Beanie is free. Beanie's in the streets. I told you guys that I was going to talk with you about a breast cancer survey. And I also wanted to talk with you about a sex survey regarding sex and age. But first, I wanted to shout out to all the women who've ever considered getting professional hair removal. We've talked about this before on the show, and I just want to let you know, because actually I was talking with somebody here at the job about hair removal today, and I said it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like, you think that you're going to get everything removed and you're imagining how life would be without, hair on your legs and your privates, under your arms, or wherever you're going to go. I can tell you that I went to a place, what I thought was a reputable place in Manhattan called Completely Bare on Madison Avenue is the one that I went to. And this was about maybe 3 years ago I did this for damn near $300 a pop once a month. I forgot the exact penny, but I was going to and working on complete hair removal. Where, I'm not going to talk where, but down there, back there. And I went once a month diligently. It would take approximately an hour in the sessions. A lot of big talk, reputable place. I'm thinking it's going down, you know. After going approximately 8 months in a row, and I was committed to go for a full year. After approximately 8 months, I missed an appointment because I had an emergency. And I said, well, you know, I've been doing it long enough now where, you know, I should be good until the following month. So I didn't redo the appointment for like the next day. I just said, well, I'll just wait to my next 30 days. Everything grew back. It didn't grow back thicker. It didn't grow back finer. It just grew back. So I say to you, if you are considering, and I'm a woman of color, so I don't know, you know, how it works for the white girls. They say it works differently, but, you know, that wasn't all explained to me as I was putting my money down at $300 a pop. But I absolutely wasted hundreds of dollars that went into thousands of dollars, you know, for something that a waxing can do, or that your Bic can do, or that you can do with Veet, or whatever. So if you're considering complete hair removal, reconsider. That's from me to you. Reconsider. And by the way, the City Lips plumping product, after Vivica Fox was here, remember I asked her, you guys, whether she got collagen in her upper lip I was speaking of. I think I said lips, but I'm looking at the upper lip because clearly it doesn't look the same as it used to look. And I wanted to see what she would say. She said no. She uses City Lips. So I said, oh, City Lips, I want to try that. And shout out to the company. Thank you for sending me like a year's supply of City Lips. I'll be regifting those for Christmas because I priced it at Sephora. Ironically, like 2 days after Vivica was here, I was in the mall with my son. I went into Sephora to price City Lips. I was looking at it and all like that. And $34 for City Lips lip gloss. They make your lips tingle and they plump them up and like that. That's what it says. However, I fell back off getting it because it's my opinion that Vivica got something done to her top lip, but she just didn't want to say. But it's all good. It's all good. So the City Lips company sent me a whole box of City Lips, like you know, every color, including the clear. They have apparently a whole bunch of City products. I haven't tried the facial cleansers and things like that. Maybe those work better than the lip plumping thing because City Lips does not work. They make your lips tingle, make you feel a little something. Here, Art, I bought one in for you today. Okay. I don't have herpes or anything questionable on my lips like Jenny McCarthy had the other day.
Oh. Easy.
I didn't say she had herpes. I just said there was something questionable, a questionable outbreak of some sort on the right upper lip. You saw it.
Like a heat rash.
Yeah, it's something like that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, here, I would like you to use that and just feel the tingle. Just go ahead, put it on right now.
You feel it instantly?
No, no, you have to slather it like you do with that vitamin E. Slather, and then you can have that afterwards.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Where else can you put even on other lips too?
Yes. Yes, it'll plump up the lower lips as well.
Thank you.
Now, mush your lips together. Mm-hmm. Now, just sit and you should feel something tingling between now and before the break is over.
Okay.
And just let me know if you feel it. And I want you to look at your lips in the mirror before, and then, you have to put it on like once every 30 minutes.
Okay.
He's using a CD to look at his lips. It's stupid. Sex. Does it get better with age? Well, I'm going to give you the percentage of women who have an orgasm every time they have sex. 16% of women between 21 and 24 say that, yup, every time. 21% of women ages 25 to 34 say, yup, every time. And 30% of women between 35 and 50 say, oh, yeah, every time. All right, I just want to pass that on to you. The truth about women diagnosed with breast cancer. 2% of women are diagnosed with breast cancer under 34 years old. 11% of women get their diagnosis of breast cancer between 35 and 44 years old. 22% of women are 22% of women are between 45 and 54 when they are diagnosed with breast cancer. And 22% of women are between 55 and 64 when they're diagnosed with breast cancer. But the biggest the biggest age range to be diagnosed for breast cancer is between 65 and 85. Just when you're living at your golden years, you feel as though, I made it. 43% of women who are diagnosed are between the ages of 65 and 85 years old. Do you feel anything yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Oh, crap. I know this stuff for Advice Hour. I have no idea what happened to this stuff. Oh, okay, here we go. Sorry. Damn. That wasn't it either. Okay.
How you doing? Tingle, tingle, tingle.
Do you feel a tingle?
Tingle, tingle, tingle.
Okay. Well, that was what, 2 minutes into the slathering?
Where's Daryl?
Oh, gosh. You know what? I'm sorry. I am extremely disorganized over here. All of a sudden, I just... Oh, you know what? This is what I wanted to talk with you about. This is what I brought in. Why is a size 8, so huge? Well, this is an article that I ripped out regarding why it is that you don't know your clothing size anymore. Are you different sizes for something and not for other? And if somebody asks you what size clothes you wear, you say, well, in a blouse I wear this, but only if it has 2% Lycra. In jeans I wear this, but only if they're by Gap. You know what I mean? And am I the only one who, when I buy a suit, I am changing the jacket size on, like I don't buy the same size skirt and the same size jacket or same size slacks and stuff, changing it right behind the salesperson's back, changing the putting everything on the same hanger and then purchasing it that way. Well, they say that the truth is that the fashion industry could easily come up with a set of standards for sizes that would take the guessworking out of what size you wear. But they don't. The industry, they say, has become tired with uniform sizes and standards. Fashion companies are trying to make us feel good. For instance, you feel better if you're buying a size 10 as opposed to a size 14, which is why size 10s are cut so large now. Because there's no damn reason that I'm wearing a size 5 Levi's right now. I swear to goodness. I am wearing a size 5 Levi's, and I could be wearing a size 4 to make them tighter. Or I guess, no, that would be a size 3. I know damn well I am not a size 5 jeans. So the reason why is because, first of all, people are getting bigger. Second of all, they want to make you feel good as a consumer. So if you're like me and you're like many other women, don't be confused with the whole size thing, because the fact of the matter is, like many women, we just want to feel good about the sizes that we pick up. All right. Here's one from last week. All right, excuse me. Dear Wendy, please help settle the issue. My sister and I have a mutual friend who has been a friend to the family for the past 12 years. Now, we all email each other every day on different issues, sometimes just to say hello or to discuss the Wendy Williams experience. But every day, we do email. The friend's name is Stephanie. I would always type Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie, Stefanie. I would always type Stephanie with the PH, not on purpose, but simply because in my typing, this is always the way we spelled Stephanie. And she did ask once or twice for me to spell it correctly. And I, however, continued to misspell it. And after a while, she became irritated and started demanding that I spell it correctly, or she wouldn't reply to my emails. So I started feeling bad, but I honestly was not spelling her name the wrong way on purpose, just out of habit. Well, one day, the sisters started misspelling her name on purpose as a game. Stephanie got really angry and sent an email to all of us using some very, very harsh cuss words. Calling me MFs, calling them MFs for misspelling her name. So needless to say, of the four sisters, we no longer communicate with Stephanie because we took her nasty email to heart, as we don't think the misspelling name was warranting the attitude. Please give us your advice on this. Should we just accept what she called us and go on as usual? Or should we stop emailing her and it's over? Signed, Four Sisters. No, I think that if you've been friends for 12 years and you're still spelling her name incorrectly, then you need to lie on that sword. You are being blatantly... I don't care what you learned in typing class. That's your friend, Stephanie with an F. It's not your fault that her mother wanted her to be different. Damn her mother. Damn. But, no, you need to apologize to her and start spelling her name the correct way. Because spelling it wrong after 12 years of friendship and emailing every day is a total lack of respect. At the very least, it's a lack of thought in terms of your friend's feelings. You know what I mean? So apologize to her and spell her name with an F. Thank you. Are you secretly dating your boss? That was the Wendy Williams People Poll question from Friday. 98% of you said no. 2% of you said yes. The new question, have you ever been a victim of a hate crime? You can go on the website, thewendywilliamsexperience.com, and answer yes or no. I'll give you the results tomorrow. Oh, you can call now.
It's Wendy, man.
You never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me, but talk about me. Watch what you say. That's all, baby girl. That's all I'm asking you is watch what the fuck you say.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. Dear Wendy, I'm 21 years old and I dislike where I am in life. I'm going to school for nursing. I have a job at an office, but Wendy, I am unhappy. I love fashion and I'm trying to freelance fashion articles. I'm currently writing articles, trying to submit them to online magazines and a couple of magazine companies. The thing is, Wendy, I really just am trying to get out of Newark, New Jersey. Just last night, Wendy, I heard gunshots taking place. I can't take it anymore. I don't want a dead-end job in some sort of office sorting out papers. I'm thinking about taking classes at FIT for fashion styling to get more insight, but that's more money. Wendy, can you give me some advice? I know you're a person that has lived. What would you do? Or what should I do? First of all, at 21, you want it all and you want it now. Damn it, you don't have time to wait. Second of all, I understand the second pressure to that is living in hearing gunshots at night. What I would suggest you do is focus on that education, because your education is going to be one of the keys, along with your tenacity, to get you out of your situation. Now, you've been there for 21 years. Do what you need to do to complete your education. And classes at FIT, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if FIT, Fashion Institute of Technology, I don't know that they give scholarships and things like that. But if you have a computer, I would go online. That's what the computer savvy are always saying. Go online and find out what your options are. It might not be that you take fashion courses at FIT. It might be that you perhaps relocate your whole situation, which might be a couple of dollars. But if you get grants and scholarships from schools, perhaps you'll be able to do it. You say you're in nursing school. I know that, like, when I went to Northeastern, they had the nursing school. People lived on campus. So is there some place where you can go where you can live on campus and remove yourself from the Newark situation? The key is to get online and start and understand you can't have it all now. I know this is the microwave age, but anything worthwhile is going to take some work to attain. And I wish you well. Hold your head. Hello.
Hey, Miss Wendy, how you doing?
Good.
Okay, this is not how you doing, call, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I just have a little question. My wife has been dating for like 4 years, and we got married for like 1.5 years now. But the thing is, she always try to go like online and, look at my cell phone bills to see who I called and who I didn't call.
Mm-hmm.
And she would sit down, start calling these people back. There's always a problem between us. And some of the people, had something to do with, but the rest I didn't.
Well, have you ever been unfaithful to her?
Yes.
Of course you have.
And it's both ways, too. She did in the past.
Okay.
To me.
Well.
And I lost trust, lost faith. That was even before we got married.
Right. Well, do you feel any way, do you run her stuff also to see what she's up to?
It's not my style.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
And one of the main reasons why I've done it, if I should do that and then find something, I'm able to find something or whatever. That's it.
Right.
So I try not to.
Well, here's the thing. How long ago was your last infidelity?
Oh, man. Maybe a month.
Oh, well, excuse me. There is no fixing this. Only time is going to fix this. I mean, how many times have you been caught being unfaithful to her?
The truth, like it really happened, maybe 3-4 times.
Yeah. So this is going to be a lifelong pattern in your marriage. I mean,
okay, so she will always continue, because we went as far as to the counseling, and I said to her at the office right there,
but
are you going to keep running my phone bill?
Yeah, she will. Yeah, she will, because your last infidelity was a month ago. You told me at the top of the call that you've only been married for 4 years, right?
No, I've only been married for 1.5 years.
Okay, in 1.5 years, but you've known her for how long?
For about 4.
Yeah, and in that 4 years, you've cheated on her 3 or 4 times. The last time was just a month ago. Perhaps you all aren't even made for each other.
About the same amount of time, too.
Okay.
But that was before we got married, to my best of knowledge.
Why are you guys married?
Exactly my point.
Oh, well, then maybe the bigger issue is, why not divorce? Because I couldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't deal with being so distrusting of somebody that I have to run his pockets and cell phone and stuff on a regular basis. I got better things to do with my time. And I'm not a run your pockets type person. I always feel as though what's done in the dark will come to the light, and you will get yours in the end. So why don't you and your wife consider marriage counseling or divorce?
We have, right now we're going through, therapy and marriage counseling or whatever. But the thing is, during the session, she's been able to hear the things that she's done that, doesn't please me and what's been wrong with the marriage even before the marriage began. There's been a problem already.
Do you want to stay married?
We have a son. I forgot to mention that.
Okay. Do you want to stay married?
With the way situation is right now, she doesn't really trust me a whole lot. And for me, I don't even think if I'm even worth being a husband a whole lot.
Well, here's the thing. You can't, because you just cheated on her a month ago, you got to understand this is all.
Not months ago, like months. Maybe about 4 or 5 months ago.
I mean, I understand you have a son and everything, but, two healthy parents who are sane are better than two parents who live in the same household who, are fighting with each other all the time. Do you want to stay married? Are you willing to put in the work?
Well, I don't even know how I can put in the work. But the thing is, Wendy, you see, I'm still, deep down my heart, still very, very disappointed for the fact that she cheated on me in the past. Yeah. So, for me, I always ask myself, why wouldn't I do it if I have the need to do it? After all, it's only sex. I mean, I know who I go home to afterwards.
So what?
Well, that's the way I try to look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's wrong.
It doesn't sound like you all are on the same page in terms of this marriage. Like, you'll never get over her cheating, and you feel justified in you cheating. So why don't you all, instead of talking about marriage counseling, talk about divorce?
For me, I don't mind about divorce. It's just about the welfare of my child. That's the only thing I really care about.
And be adults when it comes to taking care of your child. I thank you for calling.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi.
My advice question is this.
I've had an ex that I haven't been dating for about 10 years, but we're still very close and we still talk as friends. He has baby mama with 2 kids, and most recently he called and confided in me that he just had another child with another girl, and that he doesn't want nothing to do with this girl, and he doesn't intend on raising the child or even visiting the child, which I think is disgusting.
Yeah.
And I'm ashamed of the fact that he would even have such an attitude, you know, knowing what a...
And I wonder what kind of woman he thinks you are to even bring you something like that.
Well, you know, obviously he doesn't know, because, you know, I'm ready to cut the relationship loose.
Yeah. So
I'm just, you know, I'm just thinking that maybe he's a little younger than me and everything, and I'm trying to give it to him because of the youth factor.
Yeah.
But you know, what do you do with something like that? I mean, I'm shocked, and I told him, you know, that's abuse, and I know eventually he's going to turn around and go and raise his daughter and do the right thing. But the initial comments from him were really a turn off, and I just wanted some advice on what to say, and maybe, you know, should I even consider still talking to this person? Because we're close. We're almost like brother and sister, or, you know, we're just really close friends.
But anything that you said isn't something that he doesn't already know. For instance, a child needs its father, and why didn't you wear a condom? If you didn't care about the girl or didn't want to have any other kids, why didn't you practice better birth control? Why don't you be more cognizant of the women that you lay down with if you're going to be out here raw dogging it? But he already knows all that stuff. If I were you, I would just cut off the relationship, because they say birds of a feather flock together. How old are you?
I'm 45.
Oh, my God. Oh, boy. And at this particular point, anybody that you're friends with is a direct reflection of your own character.
Right.
You don't want him around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Wendy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Wendy, man.
I've been talking to this young lady. She called me at home and I was listening to your show, and she says that she doesn't know any straight guys that listen to the Wendy Williams show.
No, plenty of straight guys listen to the show.
All right, so yeah.
Ow.
So what should I tell her? Just
tell her
how you doing.
The Wendy Williams experience.
Okay. Yep, it's the Wendy Williams experience, everyone. Ray J is at the door. Come on in, little no. Ah! Hi. Have a seat over there. Ooh, Ray J came in all cool. Like, what are those, blue Colt jeans? Those are some of them $500 jeans. Okay. $300 jeans.
We on now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Address the microphone.
Your boy Ray J's in the building.
He's got his fist, the boxing glove, Knockout Entertainment.
We got the new label. We independent.
Yeah, and your
Knockout
sister.
Sanctuary, we blasting off.
And so your sister is signed to your label, and you're the little brother.
Yeah, you know, and she came on, not just signed on, she came on as one of the owners, because she invested her time, her money into this album, and so, you know, she got off Atlantic and said, I'm going to do this independent thing, too.
Do you find it difficult to work with her, just in terms of the dynamics of your relationship changing? You know, have business fights with her. It's no longer about whose side of the bathroom is the junkiest.
It gets crazy, but you know, being that she my family and that I look up to her, you know, I always take her feelings into consideration. But if it has to be something said, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Got it. And so, what role is your mother playing in your life? Sonia's not here. You realize I feel like you are very open right now.
Oh yeah,
your mom's ain't here to protect you.
Mom's is hardly ever around when I'm out. You know, she's always in the office. So, you know, she gives me my schedule, and I just go knock it down. But she, you know, she's not only my manager, she's playing the CEO. You know, she's the brains, the business behind everything that's been happening with this album.
But she's apparently treating you as the adult that you've become, as opposed to the child. Because I've never met you without your mother being in the shadows.
Yeah.
And which I love that when you guys were kids. It's nice to see that you're able to establish and move and do by yourself.
Yeah. She's been like that with me since I was about 20, like 19. She just let me just fly.
Now, how old are you now, Ray J?
24.
Uh-oh.
1981.
All right.
Yeah.
So now you have the BET Countdown.
Got the BET Countdown blasting off Monday through Friday, 7:30, right after 106.
That has I know that's been a good look for you. I know BET doesn't pay the most money in the world, but the exposure is
it's
invaluable.
real cool. It's real cool, and I appreciate Steven and Penny and them just opening up their doors for me, and I just came on because I was trying to shake my other image. A lot of people thought Ray was being real hardcore, and I was sometimes just a little too left.
Yeah.
So I was perfect for BET to just show my real attitude of who I really am.
Well, I think that people probably put a lot of pressure on you too because you are Brandy's little brother.
Yeah, no doubt.
And we know that there's a bit of pampering that is going, like you didn't grow up in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So, for you to come off like that, I think it would took people by storm. But look, that's you trying to find out who Ray J is. Like you said, you're 24 now. You live out on your own. You got a recurring role on UPN Half and Half.
Yeah, no. I'm one of the new characters on the show, One-on-One.
One-on-One, excuse me.
A whole regular. 22 shows I'm on.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm on for the whole season.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's a blessing. So
wait a minute. So you do the countdown in New York, and you do the One-on-One out in LA.
Yeah.
And in between, you are a label boss.
Yep.
You're trying to still be a good son.
Try to be.
You try to date. You got to get slayed at least 3 times a week to relieve the tension.
You gotta let it out.
Yeah.
You gotta let it out.
All right, wait, hold on, brother, because we're getting to that. Everybody, we're about to go in. All right, I want to acknowledge the new CD, Radiation.
Yes,
I like the song with Fat Joe.
Oh, you do?
It's in stores right now, everybody.
Yes. Albums in stores right now. Radiation, go pick it up.
And the new single's called One Wish.
One Wish, yeah.
Okay.
No doubt.
All right. Well, let's talk about the women.
Okay.
Because to me, you're still Brandy's little brother.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, I'm always be, but as time goes, I get a little more creative. I get creative day by day.
Well, I have to tell you something. The Superhead falling in love with you were a lot of points in the man corner of you being a man, not a boy.
That's what's up. Shout out to Corinne,
Now, she said she was in love with you.
Shocking.
What?
Shocking. Because there were things she said in the book that I didn't know during our time of hanging out.
Do you think that she was trying to say those things? Because this is my theory. You say kind things about a young man. Now, yes, you are a man, but you're young. You say kind things about you. You know that Ray J will always have some sort of paper because even if your CDs don't do well, your sister will engulf you in her thing. Your mother will make sure. Is this Corinne trying to secure a place with somebody just in case?
I don't know. Being that I heard she made so much money off this book.
The book is doing very well for her.
I think she's pretty secure, but...
How was the sex?
It was cool. Being that I was 18 and she was a little bit older, it was never like we were together.
Right.
Like, it was boyfriend and girlfriend, but it was kind of like, you get with your friends, I'm going to get with my friends, and we can be friends.
Did you ever have a threesome with her?
Nah, never. But I did. Her friends were my friends. So I was cool with her friend. It wasn't like we were just one-on-one. I was 18. My crew was around. Her crew was around. So I hooked up with her friends too.
Right. You slept with her friends.
Yeah.
And it was not a thing. You didn't have to hide that from her.
No, it was all cool.
Wow.
So that's why it shocked me. It shocked me when it was like, she was in love with me because I didn't know that at first.
She wasn't in love with you, okay?
Exactly,
She's just printing. Listen, they had to have her have some sort of heart in this book, so she picked you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't really. I didn't want people to feel like I fell in love with I tried to make a hoe a housewife.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
excuse me, you did what?
I said I didn't want people to think I tried to make a hoe a housewife. But at the same time, she was real cool, and we had fun.
Did your mom read the book? Does she know about this relationship?
She heard about it. She heard about it, but my mom never, she never met her either like that.
Did your father acknowledge you like my son? I
think everybody that knew me read the book acknowledged me. Yeah. So it was all good, and we not enemies to this day. It's all love,
Okay, so that's the second grown man affair that I heard about Ray J having. The first one was you and Little Kim. I so can't picture you guys in bed together.
Wow.
I can't. She's like a seasoned woman, and in my mind, Ray J, forgive me, but that affair was alleged to have happened about 4 years ago, right? 3 years ago?
I heard about that.
Okay, so nothing happened.
Nah, nothing happened with Kim. She
sounded good.
It sounded good, and it happened I stepped it up to the plate in the video.
Yeah. But it was
I
acting.
laid all on her and stuff. I had a crush on her.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she opened up her door. She was like, yo, I really believe in this song. I believe in you. And she didn't have to do the song because I didn't really have like
a lot of
hot
money to pay
songs
her
out.
or
And
anything.
really, so it was all love. She looked out.
Did you pitch wood at any given time while you were rubbing around on her?
Oh, did I try?
No, did you pitch wood,
Oh, yeah, I was young too. That was happening all the time.
Did you ever go home and think about her after hours?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Of course.
Damn.
Yep.
So who are you dating now, Ray J?
I'm dating my music.
Okay.
It's like, I'm really in love with this music thing right now, so I just been focused.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come out first with something in the clubs and display that type of image for Ray J. So I wanted to come out with something passionate, something soulful, something inspirational, and that's basically how the whole album is
Your
going.
vocals, not that you were ever a bad vocalist, but your vocals have definitely shown maturity.
Thank you.
Now, in terms of women, I got to get back to this Ray, because this is Ray J, everybody.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you in so long, and I can't believe your mother's not here blocking. Hey,
nah.
Sonia.
Nah, she was like, going down there and have fun.
So, listen,
I see you blinged out too. God damn.
I mean,
bling. Whoever's listening, Wendy is blinged out.
You know what I'm doing after this?
I thought I wore jewelry. Damn.
You know what? I'm going to the VH1 Hip Hop Honors. I'm working the red carpet for that tonight. So,
jeez.
In between you and I talking, I've been getting like all day a little bit of spackle here, a little bit of makeup hair, a little bit of foundation. I don't have time to just sit through the whole thing.
Blinging, that's real serious.
So you got a girl in New York and a girl in LA because you got one show in New York and one show in LA. You're 24. Why have one woman lock you down? Come on, let's talk.
So I've been married to my music. From New York to
But
LA,
let's talk about a girl
Atlanta, Miami, Chicago.
Area codes.
She's everywhere.
Area codes.
My music is everywhere.
You ever gotten a girl pregnant?
Nah. Luckily.
So.
Lucky me.
It allows you to stay more focused on yourself.
Yeah.
Now,
I do want to have kids, though.
No, you don't have to explain that. You're 24. You don't even have to be talking like that.
I do want to have kids in the future. I like before 30.
Way in the future.
Like 6 more years, I'm gonna have some.
Listen,
6.
You know that I was the radio show that Robert came on, and I got him to expose that he and Brandy weren't married.
Oh, man.
That was quite the shock.
Oh, man.
Why do you feel that Brandy lied about that marriage and the MTV, the whole Oprah appearance? I mean, there was a lot going on.
Yeah, I really can't comment on it to the certain point because the way they agreed on, getting married and the way they agreed on it was all official. And being that he was a Christian and Brandy was, searching for her spirituality in other ways, they didn't officially walk down the aisle, but in their agreements, they did do it the way they wanted to do it.
Oh, boy, come on.
Listen, but when the problem happened with Robert, I can't really speak on what really happened, but when it did, he just came out and, he was the big bad wolf.
Well, Robert let me know that basically the charade about the marriage was done to protect her innocent image.
But why did he say it? What did he come on the radio and say that?
I don't know, but he had their daughter in here too, and she's so cute.
What was the reason behind it?
Because he came up here with a single that he wanted to be played
exactly.
also.
You feel me? So that was the reason. It was like he wasn't coming up here saying, hey, me and Brandy are here saying we're doing it differently. He came up on some haterade stuff.
No, but he also said that he had a regular girlfriend at that time and that Brandy was his jump off. Brandy showed up pregnant.
So dirty.
That's
dirty.
Well,
to be a Christian and to be, down with, a gospel family.
A lot of people sling a Bible and then do dirt. So now how is he in terms of being a father to his son? You have a niece and he's the father.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a good father.
And do you see him?
Nah, I haven't even seen him since that day.
If you did see him, how would that relationship be at this point?
Well, back then it would have been a major problem.
Okay.
But now, we forgot about it. Brandy and they talk and they're cool. They're good parents, so they said, look, let's move beyond that. Let's get along now, not just, just to get along, but for Sarah also.
Yeah. Now, I understand Quentin and Brandy are no longer together.
Wow. When did you hear that?
About 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
And I would like to ask you, how is your relationship now with Quentin since she's no longer with Brandy? I'm going with this, you all.
Man, I'm cool with Q, but I'm on my sister's side at all times with all her relationships. So, if that doesn't work out, then, it's definitely going to be something in the future better for her, somebody better for her and somebody better for him. But I wish them both well.
Yeah. So, because, so they're apparently then struggling still with this relationship. Like there's no marriage yet. Maybe they're still talking and things like that. Is there a relationship with them?
They're young. They're working it out.
In other words, no, you all.
My major opinion is for Brandy to come to Cali, get this music done.
Yeah, you're focused on that.
Yeah, I'm focused on that. I'm trying to get her out, get this album out, get her back into the rhythm, get her back into this Brandy rhythm.
So you look very clear and focused today. Your skin, your lineup, your eyes look clear.
Thank you.
But do you still know Dro?
Do I know Dro? Oh yeah, I know Dro.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I know Dro sometimes late at night.
Yeah.
I even got a song on my album called Centerview number 15.
Yeah,
speaks on just my life growing up and what I did, what I've done, and what I do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Number 15, album in stores. Go get it.
Yes, everybody. And look, and it's called Radiation. What kind of car are you driving now, Rage?
Me, I'm driving a 300 Chrysler. I'm humble right now. But did
they give it to you free? Because they're trying to push those in the Negroidian population.
Yeah, no, I copped it. I had a Benz 600. I traded it in.
I remember that.
I just sold my Range Rover to my cousin.
Okay.
So now I'm just in a 300 Chrysler. I'm waiting till my 25th birthday because I'm gonna pull up in something real serious.
Yeah. Okay.
I said, you know what? I'm not gonna get the Bentleys and the Guineas yet. I gotta get another crib
it's a
first.
Lamborghini.
I'm gonna get another crib first. Invest in this real estate.
Nice.
And then I get another.
Now, how are you living now? Do you have like a big condo, $1 million plus, or do you live in a high rise? Is it a ground floor? Is it a detached house? Do you have a pool? Do you have a maid?
I stay in Calabasas at the crib in Calabasas.
At your parents?
No, my parents got a crib like about 10 minutes away.
Okay.
It's like the company crib.
The company crib. Very nice. So you buy a place, you put it in your company's name, so on and so on. Is there a studio there?
It's studio, theater, back house, pool.
Gosh, I can picture you living with this man right here and a whole bunch of your friends like you all, you know.
Nah, that was during the Corinne Stephan days.
Okay.
I had another crib then. I had a little 3-story spot with the jacuzzi on the balcony by myself, and that's when, we can get with my friends all came about.
Do you ever experience thievery with the hoes?
I have before.
You know, they just pick up the stupidest damn things just because they're such tricks.
Man, I had experience like that when I had my last crib. I had all my friends over. Everybody stayed over. My chains got stolen. My furniture, forks, knives.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about obvious stuff.
No, I'm talking about forks,
knives,
toasters. You know what I'm saying?
A damn shit.
Microwave. You know.
So now, how have you secured the new jump off pad so that doesn't happen?
I just don't invite a lot of people over.
Yes.
Just get like an apartment too.
Yes.
So you pay like $1,000 a month for a hangout crib.
That's where you take the hoes.
We just take
knock
everybody.
them out on behalf of Knockout Entertainment, right?
You take everybody, the crew. The whole after party goes there.
Okay.
And then when you want to relax and go home and read a book, you go to your crib where it's quiet. Where, my little niece is at and everybody is just really
Are you cool with like Snoop, like when you're out on the West Coast and stuff, who are your West Coast G's?
I'm cool with everybody. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
I'm cool with Suge. Yeah. I'm cool with Game. I'm cool with everybody.
Nice. That's the way to be.
Yeah.
You be neutral.
Being that I'm an R&B singer too, I try to just, keep everybody on the rap side cool,
I like talking to you. I hope I haven't made you uncomfortable.
No, I can't come out and do a singing diss song like that.
That's right.
So it ain't.
That's right. You stay cool with everybody and you stay focused on your music and your sister and your family. I like the Norwood family. I think your mom has thought for a while. It was hard for us to get you here.
Yeah.
Your mom was blocking.
I told him I'm trying to go down and see Wendy. It's all good.
Will you come back? Was this the worst?
No, it's cool.
All right.
It's all good.
It's Ray J, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in.
Yes, I got a lot more to say, so bring me back in a couple weeks.
I will.
Couple months, couple weeks, little something.
Listen, when you come in and out of New York doing your thing, stop by.
Okay. The album in stores, y'all. Please go cop that. I love y'all. I need y'all support. We independent knockout sanctuary. It's all love.
It's Wendy, man.
My boss came into my office and he basically brushed up against me with his penis.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know how should I handle that situation?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Right here on 107.5, baby, WBLS.
Today's R&B and classic soul, the Wendy Williams Experience. So fancy this America magazine is. Look, Art, you didn't even look at the side view with all the silver color, like the Bible, right?
Yes.
Shout out to Smokey Fontaine, who's the editor. Smokey, how do you all make money over there? Who was buying this magazine for $8? Dame Dash, is this another one going the way of Armadale Vodka? You know, just kind of like there for ego, but no, you never see anybody actually drinking it, purchasing it, or like, I just don't get the magazine. Have you guys in the listening audience, have you ever actually gone out and picked up America magazine? I appreciate they send it over here. Hey, Smokey. Kanye West is on the cover. He's going to be in next hour. Well, actually, not in next hour. We're going to finish with the Kanye West interview. It was actually, you know, I taped the rest of it. And then Missy Elliott, who's got a nice cover and a nice photo spread. Puffy and Penelope Cruz take up a lot of the magazine. This particular, when does it come out? How often does this come out? Art, what is it the deal with this magazine?
Is it quarterly?
I don't know.
It's a nice book, though.
It is.
Like a novel.
I mean, it makes like for a nice coffee table, something or another. But it's just like, and the investors have got to be only a part of this because they figure, you know, Dame Dash, America, you know, were they overseas or something, the investors? So they have no idea what's all doing. That he just, you know, the falling out with Jay-Z has had him sell off his part of Rockefeller. He's no longer affiliated. He probably got the investment deals based off dropping Jay-Z's name.
Oh, easy.
What a splaboo. Hey, his show comes on BET, though, in October. Was that Are You the Hustler?
Yes.
Something like that? Mm-hmm. I just don't, you know, I'm feeling the quality of the pages, and I'm just saying, wow, what a nice looking, nice feeling magazine. Kanye, you look pretty hot on the front cover. How does he look on this cover?
How you doing?
What? He looks gay on the cover?
I didn't say gay. I said, how you doing?
Oh.
That's what I said.
No, I don't think he does. I mean, he looks very clean and pulled together.
Right. I mean, look at the facial expression, then the shirt all open.
He threw the wire.
Oh.
He's got to hold his mouth like that.
I'm sorry. He got you all that chest hair?
No, he doesn't, but that was Dame's idea and Smokey Fontaine's idea.
Do people still write their collars up anymore?
He does, because he's got a fancy name on the back. You know the arrogant bastard. Remember he was in here? Hey, Kanye. Kanye, remember he couldn't find the collar to his shirt, what it was called, and I had to walk around to the back? And I said, oh, it turns out the tag is on the outside of the shirt. No wonder why you keep your collar flipped up.
He's a fashion icon. I forgot. With the Gucci wallet sticking out with the old design.
Yeah, that part didn't even play on the interview. It's so funny. Kanye is carrying Maricombi, and on Friday I was wearing Uggs. I totally forgot what I had on while I'm snapping on his Maricombi. And he says to me something about, well, you have on Uggs. I was like, oh, okay, touche. Touche. All right. And it was like 80 degrees on Friday. I tempered it, though. I had on a wife beater and some jeans, but it's just comfortable. I just, you slide out of the house and you just, same old job.
Do what you feel.
I'm not trying to slay anybody here at the office. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not on the patrol. I'm just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Remember when coming to work used to really count for something? Shout out to all the ladies who are already hooked up. But remember when that used to really count for something? You dressed going to work. Anyway. All right. This segment of the show is brought to you by AARP. Shout out to the Old Crows. AARP. This is your hour, Old Crows. This hour is sponsored by AARP. WBLS loves the Shadow Nightclub, and it's free on Thursday nights. So if you've ever thought about partying in Manhattan, say you're from out of town, say you live in New Jersey, you don't get to the city much. You know the city's expensive. $40 to park. $15 a drink. I can get you a break on Thursday nights, get you into the Shadow Nightclub free. Everybody, men and women, free. Shadow. Oh, by the way, get that new Fuji song. I would like to hear that. The new Fuji song. Because we're today's R&B, right? That's today. Classic soul. That'd be a little Stevie Wonder. And Steve Harvey in the morning and Wendy in the afternoon. Anyway, the Shadow Nightclub. And then it's free on Thursdays. Friday nights are great. Saturday night, Chuck Chill Out is there. The Shadow, the Shadow, the Shadow, the Shadow. All right. Vaughn Harper's in at 7 o'clock with the Quiet Storm, 107.5 WBLS. Oh, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. Special shout out to Little Kim on lockdown in Philly. Hold your head, Kim. I understand, according to today's newspaper, that as soon as she got into jail, they had her take off her weave they say cut her hair, but you know what that means. And the result, they say, is an eyesore of uneven locks that make her look like a fashion disaster. Shakia Muhammad was just released last week, right before Kim got in. And Shakia says she looked a wreck. She didn't look like anything like she does outside. The next big thing that she had to deal with, little Kim, is several starstruck prisoners asking her outrageous questions, it says in the newspaper, about her sex life and demanding to know if she has had plastic surgery. Oh my God. Nobody wants to be in prison, Shakia says, but you got to make the most of it. They made her cut her hair. When she came in, her hair was half blonde and half black. But then they cut it all off uneven, with half of it on the shoulders and the other half way up. Damn. Kim stripped off her Sean John sweatsuit and sneakers, swapped them for prison-issued green button-down long sleeve. She looked a mess, says Tracy Bracani. Kim was locked in solitary confinement for 24 hours, then released among the rest of the inmates. She ain't no celebrity. She's just one of us. She gets treated the same as other inmates. No, she doesn't. You guys are trying to be extra mean to her because that's little Kim. And you know, when she comes out, she got a whole nother life that you all, in many cases, could only fantasize about. So enjoy her while you can, because you all definitely won't be sharing the same zip code when she comes out. And that's real. Because goodness knows that girl didn't know how to manage $1 while she was out. But she's got 358 days more to think about how she's going to manage her money and how she's going to stay living on another side of life that only some people can only dream about. She's going to do the right thing, and I know I'm going to tell you why she's going to do the right thing, because she's a Cancer, and because we work best in our minds by ourselves. And Kim was so caught up in being around a bunch of phony people, which is why she's where she is right now. If she would have just sat the hell down, you know, and learned to be her own best friend from the getty up, she would have been much better at futuristic planning and plotting. She's a Cancer like me. I feel like, you know, she knows what the hell she's going to do when she comes out. I know that because while, you know, I don't know her other than like interviewing. I know who she is, and I don't follow star signs, but I know my star sign. I was just reading a quote from Missy, as a matter of fact, who's a Cancer also. He said her favorite times are times alone. Absolutely alone. Doesn't mean you don't love anybody. It just means, you know, that's where you get your best work done. Shout out to Missy, recuperating in the hospital. Hey, what do you think about Matt LeBlanc being the next spokesperson for Jenny Craig? Well, now that Kirstie Alley has lost her weight, they're already, you know, trying to look for a new spokesperson. They said they don't want somebody who has to lose a drastic amount of weight. Somebody who has to lose like 25 pounds is good for the next spokesperson. So they're looking at Matt LeBlanc, and seeing as his show Joey is about to be canceled at any given time now, he'll need the money. If he takes the job, he's going to be paid $40,000 for every pound he loses to lose 25 pounds. It's pretty damn good, right? Yeah. And Megan Good is getting married. She's marrying Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I told you she was. And she's trying to be all secretive about it, denying it to everybody. But you call the Pacific Palisades Country Club and ask them if Megan Good is getting married on October 8th. Well, by the time you get off the phone with her, I'm sure she won't be, because now it's on blast. But all I'm saying is that that's the place where she's supposed to be getting married. October 8th. Paris Hilton and Brenda Ritchie. Okay, Paris Hilton's mother, Kathy Hilton. The TV people are looking to hook the two mothers up together to make a show. Oh, gosh. Exactly. Keith Murray has been hit with a lawsuit. The lawsuit is claiming that Keith and his entourage attacked and stabbed a man during a Christmas Eve concert in Manhattan. The lawsuit was filed last Wednesday by somebody named Nashawn Blankney in Brooklyn Supreme Court. He's seeking damages from Keith Murray and the owner of Webster Hall in East Village, New York City, where he says it went down. He's claiming, this guy, Nashawn, is claiming that while he was preparing to perform at Webster Hall, he was attacked and stabbed in the leg by Keith Murray and his entourage. He believes that the poor security inside the club is what allowed the attack to occur. So he's looking for money, and he's still recovering from the assault. and he claims that his rap career has been severely damaged. Nashawn, nobody knew you. Nashawn Blankney, while I'm saying stabbing is wrong, well, shout out to Keith Murray. You just got out of jail, didn't you? Tony Rock, who's Chris Rock's son, is one of the people who survived the cut on that show, All of Us. On UPN, it's still on TV, which I didn't realize. Elise Neal was fired, and Terry Vaughn was fired. That's Levita, Terry Vaughn.
And Tony's his brother.
And Tony is Chris Rock's brother. And so Anna Nicole Smith is going to be one of the guests for this season. Just thought you should know that. There's high drama going on with Tamara Gray and Keisha Knight Pulliam. Have you seen that movie, The Gospel? Apparently, it opened up last week. Excuse me. One of the production coordinators said that Keisha and Tamara would only speak to each other when the scene was going down, claiming that there's friction between them because Keisha is not as much of a talent here as Tamara is. That's basically what it sums up to. First of all, Tamara Gray has a bigger part in the movie than Keisha Knight Pulliam, but Keisha Knight Pulliam has been around longer. Keisha is supposed to be singing in the film, but her voice isn't strong enough, and they have to dub Shanice Wilson's voice, friend to the show, over Keisha Knight Pulliam's voice. Whereas not only does Tamara Gray have the bigger role, but she can do her own singing. And the last reason for the tension between the two women is that Tamara was very close with the leading lady, Nona Gay, Marvin Gaye's daughter, and Prince's ex-lover. And Keisha felt like odd person out. So Keisha was really bitchy and shady and catty during the filming of this movie. It's done, Rudy. It's like starting from square one. And you took a back seat to... She didn't even win American Idol. She came in like 10th place. And by the way, she's been to the show too, Tamara Gray. Wait a minute. Art's passing me a note. Nona Gay and Will Smith. Legendary. Oh, well, I can imagine. She's got the right last name.
Oh.
And we'll be back with the rest of Kanye West.
Ow.
Wendy, man.
So I called you like 3 weeks ago about me and my boy had a threesome and how he touched my butt. He came to me saying that he really want to have sex with me.
Well, you should have known that when he touched your butt.
The Wendy...
Oh, it's the Wendy Williams experience, and Kanye West is still here with us. Kanye, you were about to do a thought. You know, I don't like to talk when the microphone's not on. Yeah. I feel as though if people aren't going to hear, then what is the point? You know what I mean? All right, so Kanye is still here. I got this. This just in the midst of all the controversy regarding Kanye West's comments towards George Bush, he's got other problems on his hands. Mr. West was in another car accident late yesterday afternoon, just outside Chicago. Now, this is dated today, so it might have been either the day before yesterday or whatever. Don't answer yet. I'm not finished, Kanye. Witnesses say it was a hit-and-run incident involving a white pickup truck. Mr. West was struck while crossing a street adjacent to his mother's house. Luckily, a bystander at the scene managed to snap a picture of the white truck. Police have released this picture, and I've attached it along with the email. If you know anyone who recognizes this individual, please contact yada yada. Is this true?
I just got back from London a couple of days ago.
Okay. So you see how things get started?
Yeah. I remember when I got into an accident, I heard that you were on the radio like a couple hours later, like, damn, Jay, can you get a driver? And it was my driver that got into the accident. It was like a fender bender. Yeah. And then people saw me and it was like, yo, he's in an accident. And
what did I make it sound like you were mangled?
I don't know how it was, but hey, that's what it's about.
Car accidents are a touchy subject with you. Let's take it back to the essence, that accident that got you all wired up in the jaw. Prior to that accident, you were still on the hustle trying to put it down. Now you're a multimillionaire. Are you getting residual lawsuits from that original accident? How did that end up?
No, we
no, talk in the microphone.
No, we settled everything, and the person that I hit got compensation. And I'm just happy that this is like the mad cliche answer, but it's the truth. I'm really happy that everybody's alive.
Yeah.
And the accident is the greatest thing that ever happened to me. It made me interesting to people because niggas love negativity.
Yeah.
So when that happened, that was flying through the air, and they also put through the wire up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like the video where they slid you across the thing and showed the inside of all what's going on.
On Oprah, when they showed it, I wanted to cry. I was like, man, that looked. Whew.
Well, tell me something. The person that collected the money, are they millionaires?
Nah, I wasn't a millionaire like that at that time either. But it was. It's one of those things where when I'm talking about other people, like I'll talk about myself, anything you want to talk about, you know. When I'm talking about other people, I don't want to put their business out there where people going to be questioning them about stuff like that. You know, I don't like to speak on other people. That's one thing when people say arrogant, blah, blah, blah. Have y'all ever heard me ever down another rapper or even another individual like that? Like come down and say, yo, specifically this person. Even like with Bush, I wasn't saying, oh, I hate Bush. I was saying Bush doesn't care about black people. That's something that just came out of my heart.
What'd your mom say when you made that statement?
I think she was proud of me. Now, I don't mean I think, I'm sorry. A lot of times I throw words like I think and perhaps at the beginning of my statements to try to make them sound less affirmative and more humble.
Gotcha.
You know, it's like one of those things where it's like I'm trying to figure out how to word myself where I guess it sounds lighter so it's more acceptable for those people that don't like me. You know,
right.
But, you know.
She was proud of you.
Yeah.
And what did your people say? So you step off the stage, you leave dude there on the stage, the teleprompter's still rolling, and your people, the Kanye West camp, the same people who had to get at you just a few weeks earlier about standing up for gay people. Now here you go running your black mouth again. What do they say?
It's like, here go your ghetto pass back. Well, it's one of those things where I could talk about it, but I don't want to spend too many minutes on it because I feel like at that point I'm exploiting the situation and not being sensitive enough about the people, the actual cause, like the Katrina victims and everything. And at that point I'm being like CNN and NBC where they're like, look at all these people dying, look at all these people dying, look at our logo.
Yeah. How many copies of your CD have you sold so far, late registration?
I'm not sure. It was after the first 2 days it was certified 2 million. It shipped that. And we sold 860,000 first week, which is the most in Def Jam history.
I gotta tell you something. I've never seen the actual cover of the CD because, you know, we get it just in the form where it's already in the computer. Is this the actual cover with the teddy bear?
Yeah.
Who elected the artwork?
I did. You should open it up. It's kind of dope.
Okay, what? No. Explain the teddy bear.
Well, when I was doing the college dropout, we had the school theme, so we had a pep rally. You know, we had mascots there.
Okay.
So we had the bear mascot come through, and I was just joking around. I put the head on with my outfit. I started dancing around the gym and everything. And we took pictures of it. You know, it's okay to dance around the gym.
With a bear head on.
Yeah, with a bear head on.
All right.
It's going to mess up my gangster rap image, but...
You're not a gangster rapper, though.
I know.
You're a nice man, and you get criticism for that. 50 criticized you.
No, but 50 is my boy. What he was talking about is how I got all these awards and how they play him on the awards because he had a tougher image, even though obviously when on his first album, he was, no one ran it like that. Not even, I don't even think Eminem had control of the game the way one person had it when 50 first dropped.
Well,
and then they robbed him on so many awards because of the tough guy stuff. So I think that's one thing he was really approaching.
Right. So you didn't take that as sour grapes or anything crazy.
Nah. I don't feed into that. I'm about making good music, really. You know.
And the byproduct is that you've got lots of money to go shopping. So what's an average when you decide when you wake up in the morning you say, "Hey, I'm going shopping." Cash or credit card, which do you prefer? When you're going shopping, it's Saturday, you've got nothing to do. It's you. You're by your lonely. You're not with your girl, you're by your lonely. Cash or credit card?
Only time I grab cash is when I know I have a car service or I know I'm taking a taxi, I know I have to tip somebody.
Okay.
Otherwise, straight credit card. Yeah.
And you go in and you apparently don't have to be in the position anymore to worry about whether it's on sale or not. Despite that, do you look for sales?
Yeah, because I look for exclusive pieces.
So those aren't on sale. Those are exclusive pieces then.
It might be a sale joint. It might be something that's like, I go to every rack in the store. I'm like, I love clothes so much. I just love I thank God for the opportunity to be able to afford it. it's not just even about the labels. It's the feeling that you get.
Now,
you know?
tell us, bring us into what you're wearing today. Now, you have the Murakami. Your feelings were a little hurt that I said that was played out. But go ahead and run down the rest of your outfit. Go ahead.
That was my way to like not hit you off about the Uggs.
You know what? And you know what? And you know what, little nigga? And not only that, they're Uggs on September 23rd. It is still 93 degrees outside. But
So
you want to know what? Comfortable.
That's what I'm saying.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
All right, touche. So what you got going on? What are you wearing today, Kanye?
So I got the Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs Vans. You know, I got these from London. They not these spring 06. These are spring 06. I'm sorry, Mom. She's an English professor. The Gucci jeans. What is his name? You could be so.
Step in the microphone.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember the name of the shirt right here. It's so new.
I'll look in your damn collar. It's Stefano Ricci, and the label is on the outside, not the inside, and he keeps the collar popped so you can see it. And what kind of glasses are those?
These are Alpinas. They like vintage joints from the 80s. My stylist got them from France.
And by the way, collector's Gucci fall 06. So I'm making up for the Uggs.
I seen you another picture with the green joint. I know them. Just like, that's 4 or 5 G's right there. That's what's that, crocodile?
It's many more than that, and you know that. But anyway.
How could downgrade your joint like that? It's 12 G's?
A little more.
13.
Now, let's not talk.
Your purse is $13,000 right now?
No.
15?
Let's not talk about that.
It was 20? It's like my Bottega bag? $20,000.
Here he goes. Look, I can't match you. I can't match you like a Vanquish. I can't match you label per label. But because all I am is a slob on the radio. But what I can do is
radio personality.
But what I can do is admire your clothing, and I know that you love to shop and things like that. Now, let's talk about this tour because I love Keisha Cole, and I think that out of everybody that you have on your tour, she was probably like, to me, the wild card. Like when I saw it, I was like, wow, right, like happy for her and happy that you selected her. Did you put together this particular tour that you have going on?
Yeah.
When does this
tour? I thought
tour?
you was about to ask me the Keisha Cole question.
What, did you bang Keisha Cole?
Yeah.
I don't see you guys in bed, so I'm not asking you that.
Yo, she really be calling stuff. Like she really.
Yeah, I don't
be peeping.
Keisha's too rough for you. You don't want a girl that's going to be able to bring it to you like that. You want something like the girl I just saw on the internet. I saw your girlfriend on the internet. You want something soft like that. You want something like Tracy Ellis. You like somebody a little bit more sophisticated, not quite so rough around the edges. I don't even believe you like rough around the edges for a one night stand. I believe you like your girls to be girls, soft, pink, feminine.
What you mean pink? Like white girls pink or?
No, Kanye, like men stereotypically are hard and black. Yo. Girls are, we're flowers. We're soft and we're pink. And I think that you enjoy being with women who embrace their soft and pink, even for a one night stand. That's why I didn't think that you ever hit Keisha Cole's skin, because that's my girl, but she's a little hood rat-ish. Do you understand that? Am I cruel, Art? What did I say?
Accurate.
Okay, accurate. Right?
I can't co-sign with eyes. I can't co-sign.
Okay, why is it that you have not slept with Keisha Cole?
Maybe he has.
No, he hasn't.
Nah, I haven't.
Exactly. All right, so how did you pick who's on your tour? Let's get back to that.
I thought that Fantasia was a.
No, Fantasia's good. Keisha was the wild card. Thank you for having Fantasia on your tour too, though. I think that she also got ripped off during award season.
Yeah, like Fantasia's just. She's amazing. You know, Common.
Oh, of course.
I mean, that's
hot. Oh, he makes all the girls melt. Yeah,
and he's so humble.
Okay, so who is it? It's Kanye. It's Common. It's Fantasia and Keisha Cole.
Yeah.
Anybody else going to be added? Anybody else going to pop up? Maybe Legend will pop in and out, something like that?
Yeah, he might come for a few days. Originally I wanted to be me, John Legend, and Common to make it a good music tour. Yeah. But they went on their own tour, and so we had to adjust. Now this is the Touch the Sky tour.
Where's your clothing endorsement? Where are your endorsements? I know you got Pepsi. Refresh me, and pardon me if I'm not remembering what the hell else you got going on in the world of Kanye West. Who are you? Who's paying you?
Who all do we have? Pepsi is the main one that we have. We had we have Boost, but now we have Verizon.
Boost. Okay. Oh, stepped it up. I mean, you went platinum with Boost.
What do you mean?
Would you go gold with Boost? You know those ringtones. No, I guess that wouldn't be Boost. That'd be the ringtone thing. Do you have ringtones going on?
I got the ones where you talk tone. Talk tone. Where you say, yo, what's up? It's Kanye.
How's that money?
Sometimes it just all blurs out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not real specific with it. It's just. Yeah. So I need to call my business manager and ask how much we got exactly.
What are your cars like? It's for some reason I don't even see you driving.
Yeah.
Especially through the wire. Like I would still be shell shocked.
Yeah, I have a CLS 55 that I get to drive sometimes.
Yeah.
But I just don't have the time. We moving in and out. I'm more into interior design. Both of my places are two of my places are gutted right now. Yeah. My main residence, so I had to stay at hotels and all that.
Yeah.
But like that's my passion, my love is picking out furniture.
Are you looking to marry your girlfriend that you're with now?
Well, I wouldn't spend a lot of time with a person that I couldn't potentially marry. And I'm not really tolerant of like idiotic stuff.
I got you.
With, like,
you know what? You're the male version of what a lot of women do. It's like, and people joke about that, but you date with the prospect of marriage. Yeah. Otherwise, you just have a one-night stand, you compartmentalize it for what it is, and you keep it moving. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, because, I mean, this person is, like, so intelligent. She's well-spoken. She speaks, like, multiple languages. She's pretty. You know my girlfriend's going to be pretty. Just,
is she taller than you?
Yeah. No, only in heels.
Yeah.
I say because in pictures it's like,
So how long have you been dating her?
It's been some months.
Yeah. You in love?
Yeah.
You still use condoms when you have sex?
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep that as our business.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to figure out whether you're, in the baby making position with her or not. Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming in. I think that you're a nice conversationalist. I wish you well with your tour and with this CD which is out, which is clearly performing very well, and your third CD in the future and all like that. Oh, one more thing, something about your production that I wanted to ask you. You ghost produced for D. Angeletti?
It was never. They called it ghost producing, but my name was on it.
So why do they call it ghost producing?
Because my name was just real far down the line. It'd be like D. for such and such, such and such, such and such.
What records did you produce that others
might not know?
Might not know.
Like I might say them, and you still might not know them. though. They wasn't big. Like, but My Life for Foxy Brown. None like on a level of like
when dude from Neptunes produced Rump Shaker for Teddy Riley. He was only 16 years old. Teddy's name got put on it. Pharrell.
But that was a really big record. I never had any records that was that big under D. Nah, I didn't even know him when he did Benjamins, but I tried to make 1,800 versions of Benjamins. The thing is, my style was such a direct copy of the Hitman. It was only right that he get a percentage off of what I was doing in order to put me into the game. Think about how many people bit the soul style. And you would say, man, send a check to Kanye house for that. It would be smart for me to have signed them. So I appreciate the opportunity. I wouldn't be right here, right now. No, I'm not going to say that. I was gonna make it.
Well, if you shuffle the house of cards, you might not be here for a number of reasons, for a number of things, from your car accident to producing with D. and all like that. So I congratulate you on all your successes, and you know what? And keep the arrogant swagger going. I like it, and keep saying what you feel on TV, because it makes great grist for the mill at the very least.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you.
Good seeing you.
Wendy, man.
I met up with this guy. We were together. We were at his house, and why do you think his thing wouldn't work? Do you think maybe he's...
How you doing? The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey, this is your man Steve Harvey, and I'm coming home this Friday, baby. And where is home? Harlem, New York. My first love ever in New York City, baby, was up in Harlem. We will be there. The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Come and meet myself, Jackie Reed, and my nephew Tommy. Friday morning, broadcasting live from the world-famous Apollo Theater, starting at 6 a.m. Doors will open earlier than that, so come on, get in line. We're going to let you in. And at 6 a.m., I walk out, baby, and it'll be on and cracking. Oh, God, I have turned the Apollo out too many times for me to miss. This Friday morning from 6 to 10, the Steve Harvey Morning Show is at the Apollo Theater. Come and meet us. Oh, like you ain't never seen us before.
The Apollo Theater is located at 253 West 125th Street between Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard and Frederick Douglass Boulevard. Special thanks to Sylvia's Restaurant, proud to provide 4-year scholarships to Harlem students.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show broadcasting live from the world-famous Apollo Theater starting at 6 a.m.
in the community with 107.5 WBLS.
It's a good thing you have a good relationship with him, Art, because I would have been up here and flown up here on my broom. And who the hell is pushing crickets
on me?
On me. I'm going to be up at the theater. Steve on Friday at the Apollo. It just sounds like a whole lot of fun. Well, this hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is brought to you by New York New York Sports Club is sponsoring this hour of the show. Let me just take one moment to talk to you about LA weight loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. It's 1-800-448-TRIM. LA weight loss works. There are no smoke and mirror, relentless visits to the gym, relentless pill popping and all that other kind of stuff that goes along with a lot of other weight loss programs. There's also no prepackaged food. There's no suffering for your weight loss, i.e. starving all the time, mixing powdered drinks, not being able to enjoy lunch with your friends at lunchtime, or going out to the restaurant on the weekends or during the weeknights. If you didn't tell somebody you were on LA weight loss, they would not know. But for a few tweaks, for instance, baked and grilled as opposed to fried, and, but for a few tweaks in the menu of your life, it's like eating like everybody else. The difference is that it becomes a way of life. It is the most sensible diet weight loss program that you have ever been on. And once you get on it, you're going to say, gosh, where have they been all of my life? Who is that on the computer?
Internet dating.
Is that your new thing?
I'm getting into it. You pick a girl you want to meet and you kind of give her a little note and then they contact you. So I'm just browsing.
Your life goes deeper and deeper into the bowels of hell, Art. It really does. I mean, just what is happening?
You said you wasn't opposed to internet dating.
I'm not, but you? Artie Life of the Party, that's for people who don't have 50,000 watt flamethrower every damn day. Oh. And who don't have to really lean on the crutch of, hey, they're lonely boy when they walk in the room. When you walk in the room, the party starts. What the hell are you doing on the internet looking for a date?
You got a life, man.
Log off. Log off! Oh! Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
1-800-448-TRIM, 1-800-448-TRIM. You eat the same food everyone else does. You go grocery shopping and whatnot, and you got the one-on-one weight loss counselor. Everybody has one who goes on LA weight loss. That weight loss counselor will be your go-to person whenever you have questions, comments, criticisms, life-achieving goals on your weight loss, or maybe minor setbacks. It is not unusual on LA weight loss to lose 3 to 5 pounds a week. I mean, in the first week. It took me, that's 35 pounds in the first week. It took me actually about 3 months to lose 17 pounds, and I've kept it off, and it's been off for well over a year. Thank you, LA Weight Loss, for giving me the tools that I need to maintain this for the rest of my life. 1-800-448-TRIM. Damn you. Thank you. 1-800-448-TRIM. They're safe, they're affordable, and millions of people have lost millions of pounds. Did I just tell you they're affordable? Yes, exactly. Call and find out more about LA Weight Loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. Let's bring in Tanya Miller. Have you ever heard of this design of T-shirts called Hang Tag for Humanity? Hi, Tanya.
Hi, Wendy.
Very nice to meet you. I'm so glad you could come in.
Thank you so much.
Hang Tag for Humanity is quite possibly the coolest line of gear the T-shirts, and for a good cause.
For a good cause.
And Tanya Miller's here, and she's going to tell you all about them. Then I want to know how to wear the hang tag, because on Saturday night I went to T.I.'s party. I wore my tag out. After a few drinks, I started to feel conscious, and I tucked the tag in.
Got it. Okay.
How do you wear it?
Well, basically, it's an option. So many people think the tag is really hot. So
It
they're
is.
like, I want to wear it. I want to show the tag. I want to show the tag. But you really can clip it out. You really can clip it out and use it as a bookmarker, or
that's a good idea.
post it somewhere if you keep a little. And then it really is. The reason that we created that way is the first T-shirt we did was the Madonna contribution tee. And we
You're
sold
wrong, Art. Yeah, you're absolutely wrong.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And when we shipped them to like Henry Bendel's and Bergdorf's and stuff, they clipped the tags off.
Why?
Because it didn't go with the aesthetic of the environment.
Wow.
So why have a great Madonna cashmere tee and not know why it was so expensive and what cause it benefited?
Right.
It actually benefited Lifebeat. So this was a great way to get around it. So we inserted it as an insert tag.
Right.
So we thought it was really cool, and now we go for it.
Yeah.
And our next project is the Miss 60 Staying Alive jeans. So it'll hang on the outside of the jeans. So it'll be really
nice.
Cool. Yes.
So this hang tag line, the hang tag, what do you call it?
Okay,
it's not really a line because you're actually incorporating with.
Okay, Hang Tags for Humanity is actually a cause-related program. We merge nonprofit causes with corporate clients. I have a fashion background, so of course that was the natural influx to deal with fashion designers and really sexy and contemporary items.
Yeah.
But Hang Tags for Humanity in itself is a nonprofit.
Okay.
And so we work on behalf of other nonprofits, like DIFA, which is who is the benefactor of the Steven Tyler contribution tee.
Right, and that's the one that I had on. I had the black tunic on Saturday night, and so Steven's playing guitar on it, and they're really rocker cool. Where do people get these? Okay, go ahead.
Actually, we're selling to Pat Fields, which is on West Broadway, Jeffrey's in the Meatpacking District, Pieces only in Brooklyn, only in the Brooklyn store. We're at Equinox, we're at Kitson's in LA, and shop Kitson's online. You can always go to diffa.org to buy it directly online from the charity. We're on Revolve Clothing and Showroom B. So, I mean, it really is a great opportunity for people. I came up with a concept so that people can participate in the giving process.
Right.
You can buy a cool item and still felt like you participated in giving.
That's right. Listen, and I'll tell you about the quality of the T-shirts. The Steven Tyler ones are the ones that I have. The quality of the T-shirts are so hot, you will not be sorry when you get it. They cup your boobs, they fall down, the arms are long enough for you long-limbed girls. They come in great colors, and Steven's rocking out on the front,
and
so you get your whole rock and roll look going on.
Yeah, and Steven Tyler is he's a supporter of this project, so it's not like we created some bootleg T-shirt. Right. He actually participated in the selection of the image. The designer Jeffrey Grube is awesome, so it's a designer tee. It's not your everyday Urban Outfitter tee. No. It's a designer tee.
Absolutely.
It's high end. So people don't be surprised when you go to Jeffrey's and it's an expensive tee,
because that's what it is.
Exactly, but it's for a great cause. So if you're buying Chloe and Stella McCartney and all these great things, you can afford the Steven Tyler contribution tee.
Is this your natural complexion? Or you tan? What is that? You have look how brown, look how beautiful her skin is.
Very bronze.
No, it's not just her face. I'm looking at your collarbone and onto your decollage, and your coloring is incredible.
Thank you.
What is the glow?
It's half tanned and half just chocolate. I'm just a chocolate girl.
You look great. Isn't that nice color?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
So much. Yeah. So this is my natural color. But Wendy,
yes, go
I
ahead.
have some gifts for you.
Thank you.
Yes. And I did bring you some more T-shirts.
Okay.
Because I know you thought they were really awesome.
Yeah.
So I bought you some tunics and a tee. And my friends over at New America wanted me to give you this amazing bottle of Cavassier.
Liquor. Yeah.
That baby face?
No, Brett Wright and Dave Watkins over there at Cavassier. Over at New America wanted you to have that.
Thank you, New America. Thank you, fellas. They know that I like the brown juice.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And you all, is there one main website that people can go on?
Yes, they should definitely either go to www.hangtagsforhumanity.com or log on to DIFA's website, which is DIFFA.org. And if they really need to get in touch with me, you can totally leave me a voicemail at 631-1119.
Now people are just going to be looking for the chocolate girl. That's what they're going to, you know.
Chocolate girl.
I want a date.
Well, that's okay. I'm between love interests.
Oh. Hetero? Homo?
I like boys.
Boys, okay.
Yes.
Well, it's Tanya Miller. Give your number again. Why not?
No weirdos.
Is your picture on the website?
No, my picture's not on the website.
Who does she look like? Who's saying? She remind me of the girl from who used to play Lionel's wife, Jenny, on The Jeffersons.
Yes.
Wow. That's a throwback. That's a throwback hipster look.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, nice smile, the eyes, the nose, and the chocolate.
Yes.
You know? All right, so it's Tanya Miller, everybody. Hang tags
with an S at forhumanity.com.
Okay, there you go. What? Go ahead.
Can I just speak about 2 other projects that I'm working on?
Okay, go ahead.
We're launching the Miss 60 Staying Alive Gene, which will benefit MTV Staying Alive Foundation, which is focused on youth global AIDS awareness. It's an international initiative, and so we're launching that project at the end of October.
And so when you go in and buy Miss 60's jeans, look for the ones with the hang tag.
Exactly.
And you'll know that you'll be donating
to global youth AIDS awareness.
Great.
And
what
they're
else?
sold exclusively at the Miss 60 store.
Okay.
And I'm also in the development of the International Fund, which is a human rights organization. And so we're developing an initiative to support children who are the children of victims of terrorism and human rights crime.
Oh.
So I'm working on those 2 projects, and I'm also have things brewing with VH1, the Starlet Foundation, Star Jones Foundation. So I'm busy. I'm a busy girl trying to find manufacturing partners, retail partners.
You're a busy girl, and you seems like all of your work is involved with
nonprofit causes.
Nonprofit. Yep. Very nice.
Yes.
How do you make any money off that?
I know. It's not easy being a humanitarian.
But you sleep well at night.
I sleep well at night.
And you're going to heaven.
Yeah. But you know what? I did fashion PR for years. And I stopped about 3 years ago. And I started doing nonprofit work. And I definitely, I mean, it's just as intense. It's just as hard.
Yeah.
But it is rewarding at the end of the day.
All right. Thank you very much. It's Tanya Miller, everybody. Hangtagsforhumanity.com. And support the Hang Tag initiative as it moves from T-shirts to jeans
to automotive to beauty products.
Yes.
Everything will be a cause component.
Thank you, Tanya. It's 5:39, everybody. I'm here until, well, for you guys, I'm here until 7 on 107.5 WVLS.
What I want.
People are...
Yeah. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody. Hey, by the way, you know, there are a bunch of stars taking place in a big celebrity auction. If you've ever had the urge to socialize with, you know, one of your favorite Hollywooders, find out who all's participating and be online for the auction. It starts on October 15th. I can tell you that the proceeds are going to help benefit the victims of Hurricane Katrina. Have you ever wanted to party with Paris Hilton? Or maybe Ashton Kutcher, a.k.a. Mr. Demi Moore? Well, what about a walk-on role on the OC or maybe Entourage? Well, I'm going to give you the website and then you write down the date, okay? And if you win, just, you know, tell me you won and I'll shout you out. Okay. YouBid, that's the letter U. YouBid.com. October 15th, YouBid.com. At least if somebody can track it and let me know what people are going for online. Demi and Ashton. So that was very, very sudden over the weekend, even though I know they've been together for 2 years. But between all the hearing about planning a wedding and, you know, planning a baby and planning a wedding and planning a baby, finally they just said, oh, I guess to hell with it. And they just did it. So there were like 100 people there, including Lucy Lowe. And, of course, Bruce Willis was there. I don't know that I'd want my ex-husband to be at a wedding, you know, that I'm having. First of all, ew. Second of all, I think I'd want him to still be upset that I'm actually being taken. Like, you know, just, I don't want her, but damn it, you damn sure can't have, you know, show me some resistance. Or is that me being confrontational in my mind? I don't want a confrontation over it. I just don't want you to find it so easy to let me luxuriate between the legs of another man. That's all. Bruce used to be so cool acting. But all of a sudden, he's just such a cheeseball. The second he met Puffy and, you know, you're seeing him around doing, it's just like, oh, God. Anyway, he was at the wedding, too, and Ashton's stepdaughters. So he's 27 and she's 42. And how long do you think it'll last? Well, she had a miscarriage a few months ago. They're talking about adopting a baby. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Speaking of adoption, Angelina Jolie has got to face Zara's mother in court. That's her adopted daughter, Zara. Well, it happened over in Ethiopia. Apparently, on the adoption papers, it was printed that Zara's mother is dead, but she's not dead. Zara's mother is a teenager who was raped and planned on giving the baby up for adoption anyway. So the adoption is illegal because of Ethiopian law saying that if the mother is still alive, then she must give her consent to adopt. It's just a mere technicality. Zara's mother does consent. They just have to go back to court and make it all legal-like. So she'll still get to keep her daughter. Nick Lachey, Mr. Abercrombie and Fitch. I love it. I think that when it's all said and done, he's still a good-looking man. He's still a good-looking guy. And Abercrombie and Fitch has taken note, and they are trying to capture the male market, ages 25 to 35, and they feel as though Nick Lachey is the man for the job. So they offered him a lucrative modeling contract, and they want him to pose for billboards and whatnot. The contract is $750,000 for him to, pose for Abercrombie and Fitch. I like that. I've never been in that store in my life. What is all going on in there?
It's like American Eagle.
Never been there either.
It's very preppy. Very preppy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, apparently DMX is at it again. 2 men in Berlin have filed a complaint against DMX, claiming that they were assaulted by DMX and his bodyguards after an appearance at the Sage nightclub on September 16th. Oliver and Julian, both 24, probably both gay.
Yes.
Say that they were in the bathroom. And here's how Oliver says it from his mouth to my mouth to you. I wanted to go to the bathroom and I met DMX. I told him that I think he's cool, but Little John is better. What? Exactly. Dumb, stupid, exactly. They deserve that and more. Then DMX freaked out. He slapped me in the face, and then his bodyguards attacked us. Oliver was left with a swollen eye, bruised ribs, and other lacerations. And Julian reportedly had a bruised abdomen. I wanted to go to the bathroom to meet DMX. I told him that he's cool, but Little John is better.
What? He didn't know who he was.
Stupid.
Walk into that one.
Kate Moss's boyfriend was apparently a passenger on a flight, swigging vodka, lit up cigarettes on the flight. Just carrying on. In the meantime, she lost the H. Stern account. That's the jewelry account. So she's just losing accounts left and right. Oh, Roll Bounce made $8 million this weekend. Came in at number 4 at the box office. Method Man and Redman are going to be filming the sequel to the 2001 movie How High.
No. The heck?
Oh, clearly they need a paycheck. I knew somebody who's neighbors with Method Man on Staten Island and says that life is considerably pared down. Considerably pared down there on Staten Island for Method Man and his wife and whatnot. It happens.
Yes.
Oh, so How High is probably a necessity at this point. The duo announced over the weekend at the at Festival Hall in Melbourne, Australia. Redman told the audience that the movie was currently being written and scheduled to begin shooting in 2006. Amen and 227, remember they used to be back-to-back on NBC? Well, now they're going to be back-to-back on TV One. The marathon of Amen 227 is going to be co-hosted by Sherman Hemsley, and it will begin on October 3rd. What channel is TV1? Do you get that on your cable? I don't get that. I don't know what that is. I mean, it's a myth. Like, I talk about it when, I tell you guys what's all they're doing, but I don't know what that is. All right, you all. Have a nice day. Kanye West, thank you very much for your part 2. Ray J, thank you very much. And I love you all for listening. And God willing, we'll be together again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Peace, party people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
Hey, everybody. You can't ditch me that quick. Keep it here. Coming up on the bonus hour, we'll talk more about Beanie Sigel. And we'll talk about Missy Elliott. We'll talk about Mariah Carey and Little Kim and Suge Knight, too. Oh, you can't believe Suge's plans.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. Do you want to know?
Happy of gum.
Here. Oh, don't drop it on the floor. Germs.
She's crafty.
I know how to paint. I can sew. I do a little cooking.
She's a singer.
Struggle. In and out. Ups and downs.
Put that where? Back there.
She drops it like it's hot.
Brown juice in one hand and get right in the other.
She has Tourette's moments.
Although I do have to be honest with you, the last time that I went, Dame Dash! What did that have to do with anything?
She spazzes out.
No, you didn't tear up your 40-something-year-old body! No!
She's gangster.
Anybody who tries to get in the way is going to get rolled over.
She's the queen of all media. Wendy Williams. Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
So glad this day is over. I'm going to take these cowboy boots and I'm going to put them where? Back there. Artie's like, oh, I like your boots. I feel like I'm in a costume.
You look good on.
I'm just not the cowboy boot kind, Yeah. And I got them because, cowboy boots. Might be something different to wear. We'll get some cowboy boots. And so I looked at them today. I said, I'm going to wear them.
Yeah.
And I put on my Levi's. I put on my T-shirt. And then it was just slightly chilly enough that I said, you know what? I'm not going to walk out of the house without a jacket because what if it rains, it gets cold? And then I put on the denim jacket and all of a sudden I felt like, a cowboy uniform. Yes. So now I feel like all I'm missing is a big, and originally I had on a big belt buckle. And I said, no, let me take this off. No.
Yeah, you had.
No. See, you don't wear them like that. You know what? It's too confusing as to how to wear them. I feel like I'm in costume anyway. I'm not wearing them anymore. How about that?
Well, Halloween's around the corner.
And the terrible, pitiful part is that nobody in my family wears a size 11 or 12 shoe. And these are size 12s. So then when I think about regifting, those shoes are the one thing that I can never regift. The last person I gave shoes to lost her job here. Remember? And you know what they say? When you give somebody shoes, they walk out of your life.
Yeah.
I had like 3 hefty bags of shoes for her, right? Barely worn, some not worn at all. And next thing you know, she's out.
You've given her shoes a lot.
Yeah, she's the only girl who wore a size 11.
Oh.
The unfortunate part is that she was a size 11. She liked to wear flats. She would never take a walk on the wild side. The stilettos and all like that. Never that.
Never that.
Unfortunate for her. Well, now that she has a new job, baby, she's wearing the stiletto then, so I don't know. I just don't have any, I don't have a shoe club. Do you know what I mean? I have a clothing club. There's always somebody to, give your favorite clothes to that you don't really wear, that you don't want to give to a consignment shop or give to the Salvation Army or get a receipt for, but an actual person. You know what I mean? Now that my niece is growing up and stuff, she's a good one. My sister still's got the lockdown. You won't be wearing those until you get out of the house. Like that. I always say to her, though, ask your mother. I'm not just going to give you stuff. I don't want you sneaking around. And me having to hold it over your head or over my head, whatever.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good.
That's good. Did you cook?
Yeah.
Wow.
I cook every weekend. Why are you saying wow? I cook every weekend. I cooked for my family. I went to T.I.'s party. I met a great babysitter in the store. I said to her, "You free tonight?" She said, "Yup." I said, "Come over to the house."
And when was the last time you seen her prior to the grocery store?
Yeah, the listeners are probably like, "What?" No, she was an intern of ours, and I hadn't seen her prior to interning here. Adrian.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Dark skin. She's a dark brown black girl. Extra weight, but not a fatso. Extra weight and prescription glasses. And real about her business. She's into her books.
It's a dark skin girl from Jersey?
From Jersey, exactly.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I remember that.
She has her own course. She's about her hustle and about her business. School is priority one. She lives on campus. I love to get the babysitters to live on campus because then they're all too happy to come over, get away from their roommates and stop cooking off a hot plate and come over.
You get a real meal.
Yeah. Or at least cook a real meal yourself. You can bring the ingredients. I'm going to T.I.'s party. Just turn off all the burners and, you can put your feet on the couch. I don't make any standard rules. I got all the magazines laid out, plus a great collection of books. She chose to read Superhead's book.
Oh.
Yeah. She got to the house at 8 o'clock on Saturday night. My son was still up, but I was still in the house. I didn't go out until 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, she just got there early because when she got off work, what's the point in going back to the dark dorm room?
True.
Come over. I'm not going to force you into conversation or anything. I'll leave you by yourself. You'll see how free it is.
Yeah.
It was her first time coming over. Plus, you got to explain the rules of the house.
Is she allowed to play on the arcade?
Yeah, she got right in there, started playing Miss Pac-Man.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how she and my son bonded, on the Miss Pac-Man Galaga hookup. And she was, in her own world, on the couch with the Superhead book and watching TV. And I was upstairs in the bedroom, grabbing a little disco nap before going out. So we went out. We got in like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Uh-oh.
She wasn't mad. She was awake and everything.
Yeah.
I like to say to the babysitters, do you want to stay until the sun comes up?
Right.
Do you want to stay until 9 o'clock in the morning?
So she left at 5?
Yeah, she left. But she could have stayed.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I offered that to her because we'd been having some drinks.
Right.
I think all I wanted to do is,
just pass out.
Yeah. But that's what I'll offer to her from now on. If you want to stay.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to bug you or anything. You can either tip out on your own or wait for us to get up.
Yeah.
I mean, remember that dorm living.
That's true.
When I lived in the dorm, because I lived in the dorm, and then at one point I'd gotten an off-campus apartment. But living in the dorm, I mean, you love to know people off campus where you can just disappear for a few hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially somebody cool.
Yeah. Even if it's not a home-cooked meal, at least it's a meal at a home.
Out of the calf.
Right, instead of the calf or a hot plate in your room.
That's good.
Yeah. I like the college kids. Problem is when they graduate from college, I always feel like, okay, so there's this unwritten rule now that they're too cool to babysit. They have to be on with their life. So I lose them left and right. You don't know this, but this whole internship, this is my little babysitting service involved with it too. All my babysitters have all been interns. As we bring them in, I size them up. So where do you live? Oh, Jersey. You drive? Oh, you do. Okay. Where do you go to school? You said Montclair? Oh, perfect. Art, make sure I get that one's telephone numbers and stuff. Just write everything down. Yeah? It's great. Hello?
Hi, Wendy, baby. This is Sonia from Cyprus.
Hey, Sonia.
I miss talking to you, but I'm listening to you, girl. You on fire.
Thank you, Sonia.
Between you and Steve, BLS, man, they need to give you a raise, girl.
Say,
they need to give you a raise. And you were so beautiful on TV.
Thank
I love
you.
your hair. And tell Artie I still love him. I haven't been emailing him. I know I've been bugging him to death. But I just want to let you know that I love you and I'm listening.
Thank you, Sonia.
And you make that money. You do us proud, girl.
Thank you, Sonia.
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right.
All right,
I love
bye.
you, girl. Bye-bye.
I'm glad she said how you doing because I was saying, didn't that seem like a how you doing call? Sonia's so full of flattery. I like her, though. She's been listening for a long time. Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
Hey.
Hi, this is Nicole from Brooklyn.
Hi, Nicole.
I wanted to know, did you hear anything about D'Angelo being dead or something?
Yeah, he's not dead. We're going to do that story in just a moment.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Wendy. Love your show.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Wendy?
Hey, now.
How you doing?
Good.
I didn't catch you earlier today if you talked about the Roll Bounce movie with the little Bow Wow boy.
Yeah, well, I just mentioned it briefly a few moments ago. I said that it made $8 million. Is there more that I should be talking about?
Oh, no, good. Then that means it made my money, too. No, we went to see it this weekend. It was really a good movie.
Oh, good. On a scale of 1 to 5, how many stars do you give it?
I would give it 5. I would give it the 5.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a cute children's movie. I took the children, so it's definitely for the kids to watch. But you know what was really good this weekend?
What?
Carlito's Way with the P. Diddy movie.
Yeah, the DVD just came out, right?
That is so... Twice I watched it back to back, Wendy.
Wow.
Excellent movie. Yeah, definitely buy that DVD.
All right, well, thank you for calling.
You're welcome. God bless you.
You too. Bye-bye. Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
That's good. I was just listening to you.
Yeah.
And you said TV one is a myth? No, it's not.
No, I said it's a myth in that I've never seen it, so it's just this fictitious thing. But I do know that it's owned by Kathy Hughes,
right.
who is the
I love it.
the radio owner, and she was my boss back in the very beginning of my career.
Oh,
so I know
really?
Miss Hughes. I just don't know what channel it comes on. It's a myth to me.
Oh, like what do you have? You don't have satellite? You have like Comcast kind of thing?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't have no idea.
Well, you have to have satellite to get it?
Well, I think so. Because on mine, I have satellite, and it's like channel 241. But my
see.
mom has Comcast. I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking it's like in the TV world of the dish.
Yeah,
the
the
satellite.
dish thing.
But it's great. It's like, I love it. They show Good Times, 227, and
all that black stuff.
Yes. You know, the old shows I used to love.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. So maybe Comcast will get on the ball and go ahead and add that to their program lineup, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice talking to you.
Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
No problem. Bye-bye.
So, to recap for you what that woman was talking about regarding D'Angelo. D'Angelo was driving his, well, they don't know if he was driving or whether he was a passenger in his 2003 Hummer SUV on September 19th, but it crossed the roadway in Richmond, Virginia, and struck a fence, ejecting D'Angelo from the car. And they say D'Angelo wasn't wearing his seatbelt, and now he's in the hospital in critical condition. The officials at the Virginia Commonwealth University Medical Center say that the family asked that the specifics about his condition not be released. But another person, Lynn Sellers, was also injured in the wreck. And like I said, the cops didn't say which of the two were driving. But the accident occurred in Powhatan County. They call it a bedroom community west of the city of Richmond. What does that phrase mean, a bedroom community? I mean, I could use the context clues and just probably say it's a place where only residential places are, but maybe no businesses. You know, like a bedroom community where there's no commerce going on. Maybe just so small. What does that term mean? Maybe somebody in real estate knows.
I'm thinking like it's a rooming house where you rent a room out.
A bedroom?
like a rooming house where you just rent a room out. There's one bathroom and there's a bunch of rooms you just rent out.
Wait. The accident occurred in Powhatan County, a bedroom community west of the city. The accident occurred in Powhatan County. That's a whole county. A bedroom community west of the city.
Really small.
The crash is under investigation. There's no more about the particular crash. But, earlier this month, D'Angelo received a suspended prison sentence after he was convicted for cocaine possession. And at one point, because of this, he had faced 3 years in prison. He's been in and out of, a bad way. And, the word of addiction and the vicious cycle of that has just kind of plagued his entire career that we know of. regarding him. So, I'm sorry to hear about that. I'll be following that story for you all. Dear Wendy, how you doing? Okay, I'm clear on the sound effects, but the drill. What does the drill mean? That's from the LA family listening online. Hey, Artie, how you doing? The drill means that somebody has questionable teeth. Where, you know how you talk to people and you look at their teeth, and if their teeth are really messed up, you just kind of like, wow, they don't care. Damn. If your teeth look like that, imagine what this all down here looks like. Or, imagine what your house looks like. If you're not going to take care of the windows to your soul, imagine what the rest looks like. So, it's just got, it's too embarrassing when people come in here to mention, oh, what is wrong with your teeth? Because I would. But it just gets to be too much time after time. These celebrities, a lot of them, they spend their money on everything else except for their teeth. Shout out to my girl, Sharissa. As soon as she got her first big paycheck, before she even hit the stage, she went out and she spent $30,000 on all new teeth. And they look like new teeth that she bought, but they're beautiful. Sometimes when you buy something, you overcompensate for it. Like, as opposed to getting tasteful implants, you just get these big, outrageous jugs. Instead of getting a little hair weave to give, finish off the bottom, you get something hanging all down your back. Instead of getting, normal teeth with the normal whiteness and the normal size, hers are like the color of paper and huge. Just these big, huge chiclet teeth. But she bought them. She gets what's important. Teeth are important. So we play the drill. When you hear the drill, that means, okay, there's something going on with the mouth. When you hear the jackhammer,
it's crazy.
That's beyond the drill.
Someone said, Wendy, that a bedroom community it's a commuter community.
It's what?
A commuter community. People commute to the bigger cities. Kind of like a suburb kind of thing, a very quiet community.
Oh, like Montclair is a bedroom community of New York City?
Yeah, they just go home and sleep. And then
Who uses that language? But I like it, though. I've never heard that used. I'm going to start using it here on the show.
It's a nice term.
Yeah.
Look at you processing it.
Yeah, I'm processing. I'm trying to figure out how to use it. What do you like? Shout out to everybody in Baldwin, Long Island, a bedroom community of New York City.
Oh,
yeah. Beanie Sigel was acquitted earlier today of attempted murder charges, so he's a free man. He's coming after everybody who talked about him. Art. Stop snitching. Exactly. The jury delivered the verdict earlier today, vindicating Beanie of the shooting death of Terrence Speller. Actually, was it shooting death or he just shot him? I don't think he died.
I don't think he died.
Yeah.
Sure.
Terrence Speller in front of the Philly, what do you call the book?
Shaky Butt.
Shaky Butt, right. On July 1st in 2003. Of course, Dame Dash was there. And he's, Beanie's label head. And Beanie's got his CD out, The Bee, which will be coming out soon. It's a beautiful thing. He's Sigel, an honorable dude. We want to keep it more low profile this time. We wanted to focus on the trial. In the meantime, the guy changed his story 25 different ways, the guy who was testifying against Beanie. So, that pretty much, in addition, hey, maybe Beanie was really innocent. So he's off. The law worked in his favor. Missy Elliott underwent her surgery to repair her Achilles tendon. She was rehearsing in Los Angeles a few weeks back, and she says, tearing your Achilles is no joke. I can't even tell you how much pain I'm in, but I'm happy the surgery went well, and I want to thank everyone for their concern. It was a 2.5-hour surgery, and she's going to be off that, recovering for 6 to 12 months. Oh, gosh, it's going to kill your diet. You got to watch everything you put in your mouth, Missy. Otherwise, you're going to gain every pound back sitting around,
Yeah.
Watching TV, eating, getting back into bad habits, That sucks. That's sedentary position, boy. That'll do you in. You got to get up and move something, shake something, wiggle something. Mariah Carey's offering her fans a chance to accompany her to dinner. You can go to her website, mariahcarey.com. She's just inviting the killer into her life, isn't she?
Oh.
She's just inviting the killer right to her doorstep. Oh, boy. R. Kelly. Well, Andrea Kelly, you know, she backed down. I guess she figures I've been putting up with it for so many years. Why not just wait it out? He's about to go to jail anyway. And then I'll be free. He won't be able to beat me down. I'll be able to establish a whole new life for myself. And on the day that he gets released, I'll file the divorce papers.
Yeah.
I mean, why divorce him now? She just hangs in there until, what is it, October? You know, she can wave at him at the gates as he gets escorted to jail. This is how it reads. R. Kelly can breathe a sigh of relief for now. His wife, Andrea Kelly, has allowed the court to drop the order of protection she had secured against the R&B singer earlier this month, reports the Chicago Sun-Times. Andrea is 31 and the couple have 3 kids. They moved out of the crooner's Olympia Fields mansion in Chicago and moved in with relatives in the western suburbs. She'd also retained the city's top-rated divorce lawyer, Donald Schiller. But now she's gotten rid of him. I told you what the paperwork said. Here it is right here. August 24th, 2005. He snapped over a man in the background of a photo with me and my children at Parrot Jungle Island. 2 days later, he snapped over me reading a magazine and saving another man's something or another. Last summer, I was slapped.
Oh.
For being something to him, and we made up. But I asked for a divorce, and he repeatedly smacked me down, continually yelling, "Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Why are you leaving me? Don't leave me! Why are you leaving me?" I am now fearful of him, and I want to get away from him and be safe and be happy. No, I never called the police. I thought it would get better. And on and on and on and on. So they're back together.
My mind's telling me.
What?
I was saying, my mind's telling me no.
I showed you the picture of her, right?
Yes. Don't do it again.
Yeah. They got married in 1996. And she was 22 years old, dancing in the background on a tour. Two years ago, the Chicago Sun-Times is reporting 2 years ago, Andrea Kelly's family was unable to reach her and was not allowed to visit her or R. Kelly's home or call her. Her mother, her grandfather, and her aunt told the Chicago Sun-Times that they were upset and concerned for her safety. An R. Kelly associate. Oh, well, flowers. White flowers. What does this mean, death? What do they mean?
They mean they're very pretty.
This is the setup right here.
Do you like flowers? Because everybody sends you flowers. Do you like flowers like that?
Oh. Sorry about Naomi. She is who she is. Hope this doesn't affect our relationship. No, it doesn't. But I'm not going to fall for the rope-a-dope. You're not going to try to get, a whole bunch of other people up here and tell me Naomi Campbell's going to call, because that's the setup. I got a room full of people under the premise that Naomi Campbell's going to call, and then Naomi doesn't call, but the people get to bust off what they wanted to visit for. You know what I mean? No, we're okay, Jimmy. Thank you. And how you doing? Oh, look, this is like the wedding bouquet. Look. Dun, dun,
you
dun,
throw it
dun.
behind your back and somebody catch it here.
Let me throw it to you. Oh, you're going to get married next. Don't throw them over there. Let's see. Throw him the Goose. Here, Goose, catch.
He's for the equipment.
No, you know, these are really beautiful. I'm taking these home. I love how they're all organized.
Yeah.
You know, I do like flowers.
Something else for me to carry.
Yeah, can you help me to the car? Oh, boy. What else is going on? Oh, this segment of the Wendy Williams Experience is brought to you by the Newton Learning and Recruitment Center. So Jack Osbourne, it's a myth, did not buy Kimberly Stewart breast implants. Well, the October issue of Stuff magazine is where it all was laid down. Kimberly Stewart, who's Rod Stewart's daughter, confided that after she had her breast implants removed, she gave them to her one-time boyfriend, Jack Osbourne, as a gift. But he didn't buy them for her. So she had the implants framed, and he put them on his bathroom wall. What kind of irresponsible surgeon is that? Surgeons don't give you stuff from the inside of your body, even if it's yours.
With enough money, they might.
Maybe. I mean, I have my cerclage. I have it in the freezer.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Too much. Too much.
Don't get drunk and hungry at her house.
I mean, it's the thing that held the baby in. When you have a weak cervix, then they stitch, and it loops around, loop, like closing a hole. Yeah. You know what I mean? Stitch to keep him in there. Mm-hmm. So when I stand up, he doesn't, hey, Ma, not done yet. Gotta go. You know what I mean? Like that. So when they cut the cerclage, which, happened about 5 days before my actual due date. So after the cerclage is cut, then you can go anywhere you want because it's now safe to deliver the baby. So when they cut the cerclage, I was all sentimental about it. I couldn't believe I'd survived bed rest and the whole bit. I was about to be a mother in 5 days. So I got all, zesty about it. And when the doctor put it on the table, I had my hefty bag in my, my little Ziploc bag, and I just took it off and took it home and put it in the freezer. And it's still in there with the rest of my food seasonings, ham hocks and turkey neck and whatnot. Little cerclage pea soup. Nothing wrong with that. Nice, big, strong fiber. Mm. Oh boy, I gotta take a break. All right, this is what we're going to talk about when we come back from the break, though. I wanted to share with you about Mariah Carey, more. Mm-hmm. The rich continue to get richer. Suge Knight, Little Kim. I wanted to talk with you about something good coming on TV. I wanted to talk with you about Gary Payton. I wanted to share with you the story that I told earlier regarding Keisha Knight Pulliam and her fight with Tamara Gray from American Idol. The Yin Yang Twins, Jamie Linda Scala. I wanted to tell you what the Runaway Bride is doing now. I want to talk with you about Rosie Perez. Why am I planning to talk about all this stuff, and when I come back, it's going to virtually be time to go home?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's a trick.
I headline too much stuff. I'll fit in what I can after the break. It's the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS.
This is Shanice, and you're listening to the bonus hour on 107.5 WBLS.
Yep. Shanice did the singing voiceover work for Keisha Knight Pulliam because Keisha Knight Pulliam vocally wasn't able to pull her weight in the new movie, The Gospel. The Gospel is a movie that is in theaters now. I don't know whether it's selected theaters or nation. I don't know. I don't go to the movies, but it's a drama with music starring Boris Cujo from Soul Food and Idris Elba from The Wire. And Keisha Knight Pulliam is in it, and so is Tamara Gray. Well, one of the production coordinators gave an exclusive interview saying that Keisha and Tamara would only speak to each other when they were in the same scene together. Otherwise, they would avoid eye contact with each other. And the cause of the friction between Keisha and Tamira is two things. Number one, Keisha is the veteran actor, but Tamira Gray has got the bigger part. And the film also has singing, but Keisha's voice wasn't strong enough, so they dubbed Shanice Wilson's voice into it. That doesn't mean strong enough. That means it just wasn't good. Is that what they use now when you're not good? They say strong?
Yeah.
Okay. So Shanice Wilson's voice was dubbed into the Keisha thing. And Tamira Gray, on the other hand, had the bigger part and did all of her own singing. And then the other reason for the tension between them is that during the filming, Tamira Gray was really close with the movie's leading lady, Nona Gay, and Keisha Knight Pulliam felt left out of the clique. So, therefore, there were dagger looks being thrown and a lot of, shadiness going on. In the meantime, at the Atlanta premiere of this movie, the gospel, the handlers of Mace and the handlers of Loon kept them apart. They've got some sort of...
Yeah. They used to be brothers.
Some sort of, brothers in the name of Harlem World. Well, now, Mariah Carey won $27,000 playing poker on Friday night. Oh. She was there at, Jermaine Dupri's 33rd birthday party. And they're just gambling. She says, I used to play poker with my sister, but think my low-cut dress put some of the guys off. What? I used to play poker with my sister, but I think my low-cut dresses put some of the guys off. Oh, she was low-cutting it back in the day.
No. She's saying that she used to play, so she knew she was familiar with poker, but during this tournament, the guys were probably looking at her low-cut dress, and she was able to win.
Oh, well, yes, of course.
Yes.
Men are always concentrating on the obvious, and when they do that, ladies, that's when we scramble and grab the brass ring. I mean, because if you can wear a low-cut dress plus you're smart and you know exactly what your craft is, work both of them.
Yes.
Don't try that I'm smart, I can handle, the world in men, so let me wear hush puppies and a man suit. Don't do that. Use all of your resources and beat the men. So stupid, so busy looking. So busy looking, pointing and staring while we take everything that used to be you all's. The better jobs, the better educations, and your woman.
Oh, easy.
How you doing?
If y'all had a Johnson, y'all be deadly, wouldn't y'all?
We can purchase that at any given store, so. Besides, your wife likes it better the way it is.
Uh-oh.
Men, always looking. Mimi knew exactly what she's doing. It's a smart girl who plays it both ways.
Yes.
There are a lot of girls who that is not them. They want to wear that, that St. John's knit buttoned all the way up to the top, skirt all the way down, dragging on the floor. They're going to work. You know what I'm saying? Sensible shoes. Don't know what a toe cleavage is.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Would never take a mascara wand and do something. Do something. We know you're smart. You got 25 degrees. But you have to use every single possible angle to beat the men.
It's a game played.
And we win if we use all of our options. And shout out to the dumb girls who think that that's all you have to do is use a mascara wand and, some cleavage. You forget about your education, stupid.
It's a balance.
No. Imagine how far you go if you have both.
That's what I'm saying. It's a balance in both.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Can't just walk around like you're God's gift to beauty and you're stupid as a doornail in your head. Yeah. Or smart as a whip and what the hell? What is that? What do you wear? Don't nobody want that. No. Boy, that little Kim boy, they cut her hair off and the whole bit. They're trying to give her a hard time there in jail. She'll be okay. But she's convinced, she says, that Biggie is the one who told her to, do that time. Do it. Well, she feels that she has to serve the time because it's something that her beloved ex... Not for nothing, Faith, but that was your husband while she's calling the beloved ex. I'm just like, oh, my stomach churns. Like let's not get it twisted. Right. Your beloved jump off. Oh. Her beloved ex is telling her beyond the grave. Kim admitted she never listened to her ex when he warned her about certain members of her family. And he somehow created the jail scenario to teach her a lesson. So he's created this to teach her a lesson.
Oh, so he talks to her in her sleep and stuff.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Tell Big Ass and hi.
Stupid. On Saturday, October 8th, this is such a good one. It's just before you go out to the club. If you skip your disco nap, you'll be able to watch this. At 8 o'clock on Saturday night, October 8th, Glamour's 50 biggest fashion do's and don'ts. I know exactly how I'm going to watch it. I know who my go-to people are going to be. It's a long weekend. It's Columbus Day weekend. My sister and my niece are coming up. Oh. And the Saturday afternoon, we'll be shopping around the city all day. Saturday night, we'll be eating roast beef subs with extra onions and oil and vinegar to make the bread soggy with Swiss cheese and some lettuce and tomatoes. Stinking up the joint. You know what I'm saying? In our robes and slippers and stuff at the house. Yeah. Watching 50 biggest fashion do's and don'ts on the Style Network. Saturday, October 8th at 8 p.m. I am so there. You don't know what the Style do's and don'ts are. Here, look at this. Say, like that runs at the back of Glamour magazine every month. Good for Demi and Ashton. I mean, with the world going the way it is, you know, like Jadakiss says, what the world needs now is love. That's one of my favorite freestyles on the Flex Show. Sweet love. Yeah. Yin Yang Twins are taking their act to the big screen.
Yes.
It's called Viagra Falls.
No. How you doing, Steve Lizzie? How you doing?
Hey, Steve. Come on in. You got the hair? Excellent. My hair's here.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm right. There was a woman who heard you speaking on the show, and she fell in love with you.
Oh, my. How nice.
Exactly. She said, she was telling me, Wendy, shut up. Where's my,
Oh, it's in here.
Okay. It's not exposed, is it?
No.
Okay. You've got it wrapped up very discreetly, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Here.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
He makes deliveries, too.
Yeah. Thanks. Nice doing business with you.
Thank you.
Well, he works right around the corner.
Oh.
He works at Salon Santa Cruz on Madison Avenue at 27th Street. And he just happens to, hair, makeup for everything else. I left him holding the lipstick in the mirror on the red carpet for the VH1 Hip Hop Honors.
That was dramatic.
Oh, you was there?
Yes.
That was Grandma.
Please.
Wow.
Kev was like, get your let's go. Like, get your let's go. And Steve was left holding the hair, makeup, and
waving goodbye.
See ya.
Oh, you didn't go with them?
No.
All I saw was a flash of hair.
No, because he probably assumed, like everybody else, that I was coming back.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane was standing there looking.
Yeah, I was in the middle of interviewing Kane.
Looking all stunned. Okay, what now?
Get your let's go. But no, you know what? Steve specializes in weaves and relaxers, color,
precision cutting.
Oh,
all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, but your weave work is really top notch.
It's got to look real, and it's for the protection of your own hair.
Yeah.
You know?
He explains all that. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if you went where I went. Salon Santa Cruz on Madison Avenue. See Steve Lindsay.
Thank you.
Yes, the one and only.
I'm not going home before I finish talking about the Yin Yang Twins. So the project revolves around two best friends from Atlanta who struggle to make enough money from their minimum wage jobs to pay for a trip to go to Daytona Beach for spring break. Well, their plans change when a box filled with Viagra fall into their laps, and the production is slated to begin early next year. What do you think?
Another high.
Yeah, like how high, right?
Yes.
Do people know the Yin Yang Twins enough? I mean, Redman and Method Man were separate. They were characters unto themselves. Yeah. Yin Yang, I mean, I know that they get around, they do stuff.
You're capitalizing on that Whisper song, that's all.
I don't see them acting.
Yeah.
Oh, their characters are right, but not.
They act a fool,
yeah,
but
that's about it.
I mean, they're friends to the show and stuff. Even when they come in and interview, you kind of have to sit back and just let them do them.
Yeah, yeah.
You really can't get a word in edgewise, and you really can't have a sensible interview with them.
No.
Suge Knight is considering quitting the music business to become a college football coach. Hold on. You know, he played ball in college. He still's got a baller's physique.
Yeah.
He's seriously thinking about walking away from the industry. He's a multimillionaire still. And sports are his dream. He says, here's his quote, "I'm at the point where probably in the next couple of years, I'm going to coach football. It's something I enjoy. I don't need a paycheck for it." He explains, "I've been running around a lot lately. I like to be outside 2 or 3, 4 miles a day around the streets." So he's been running.
So.
That's silently letting whoever shot him know. It didn't hurt. I'm ready.
Yeah.
What else did I say I was going to talk about? I got to go. I'm going to save the rest of everything. I'm going home.
Well, Goose said it's too early.
Is it early, Goose?
Yeah, you got about two minutes.
Well, then stop pressing the car, Art.
Oh, well, he looked at me.
That was the knowing eye.
Oh.
He was giving you the how you doing eye.
Oh, how you doing back?
Guess what the Runaway Bride is doing now? The Runaway Bride, Jennifer Wilbanks, has run off again, it says here. This time with $10,000 worth of wedding presents that friends and family had sent before her April 30th nuptials. The bug-eyed brunette has kept the gifts. "I think she's got some nerve," said one of the 600 guests that were invited to the wedding. "Look what she put everybody through. She should send those gifts back." One of the 14 groomsmen added, "Sure, I'm angry. Those gifts fill a room at John's house." In the meantime, she was registered at Macy's, Pottery Barn, Williams-Sonoma. She got Lennox dinnerware costing nearly $1,100, serving bowls for over $100, a creamer for $100, 12 Waterford goblets at $65 a piece, $230 for a Cuisinart food processor, a $250 ice bucket, and she already cut a $500,000 deal for the story of her life. So you suckers hate if you want. This is what a friend of hers says. They've had a few unexpected twists and turns on the road to their wedding. Since the circumstances are so unusual, they've decided to set the presents aside until they establish a home, and then they're going to enjoy the presents. In terms of this book deal, I don't know who's all interested in the book anymore, but she did get a $500,000 book deal. I hear that. What's that, a hot dog in the tailpipe?
Yeah.
Oh. I arranged you off. Goodness, what am I driving? A Dodge Dart? All right, you all lucky. I'm gay.
Oh, Wendy.
Here we go. Yeah, baby. I love you all for listening. We'll talk tomorrow. Boyd's up next with The Quiet Storm on 107.5 WBLS. Bye-bye.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.
107.5 WBLS presents Circle of Sisters.
An expo uniting today's women of color.
With 2 full days of shopping, informative seminars,
fashion trends,
and live entertainment. Saturday evening, it's a WBLS R&B review with Ray Chu and the crew, featuring
Hi, this is Shanice.
along with Dwayne.
We gonna have a ball, you know. Come hang out with your boy from Detroit City.
Kendrick and the Family Soul, Lorenzo, and Heather Headley.
And I'll be looking for you at Circle of Sisters at the Jacob Javits Center.
Plus other celebrities stopping by for personal autograph signing, like Will